Your food is always prepared fresh with the same traditions, recipes, and standards that they've perfected over the years. Italian Pizza Kitchen has a passion for great cuisine and customer service. Visit ItalianPizzaKitchen.com. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. I'm your host, Matt McNeil, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today, and a little bit of rain that we got here last night. Actually, we had quite a bit of some thunder that was also happening as well, too. But that definitely helps me fall asleep. I don't know about you out there. Maybe you don't like thunderstorms. I used to hate thunderstorms growing up as a kid. Anytime a thunderstorm would happen, I couldn't sleep. I don't know. I just couldn't. And now that I'm older, I'm saying that like I'm not that old, but but you know what I mean. Now that I'm older, 27, I'm like, oh, I sleep very well when it comes to thunderstorms. So whenever there's a thunderstorm, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. That's usually what happens. I don't know. It's kind of relaxing. So we did get a little bit of a thunderstorm last night, a little bit of rain, quite a bit of rain actually, the downpour. Now it's of course cleared up here. Beautiful sunny skies on a Friday. Happy Friday. We're getting closer to the weekend. That's something, of course, to be grateful for and to look forward to. And let's take a look at the temperatures as we get through the rest of this week into the weekend, and then also into next week. Because next week we are going to be seeing a little bit more overcast skies and a little bit more chance of a rain here. So let's hop into it, see what we've got here prediction-wise for the area. So right now we are at 54 degrees. Nice temperatures outside. It actually kind of feels a little bit warmer out today. Slightly. Humidity 90%. Again, it does feel like a tad bit warmer. It feels maybe around... To me, it feels like maybe around 60-ish or so. I know that's not a big difference from 54, but in temperature-wise, you can, if you step outside, you can kind of tell that there's a little bit more of heat there. High of 63 degrees is predicted today. We're going to be seeing here with a low of 36 as we get into tonight, so a chillier night. It is predicted to be pretty much mostly sunny throughout the day, partly cloudy and clear with periodic clouds as we get into Friday night tonight. As we head on into Saturday here, it is Friday, right? Okay, good. I for a second thought, oh no, I said it was Friday and it's actually Thursday. No, it's Friday. Okay. Saturday tomorrow, we do see a high of 57 degrees. It is predicted for Saturday to be nice and sunny outside here. Pretty chilly in the early morning, then it starts to, I wouldn't say warm up, but it does start to technically warm up a bit, but it's only a high of 57 coming up tomorrow on Saturday. It is predicted to be nice and sunny outside. Sunday coming up here, that is on the 27th. We see a high of 61 degrees with a low of 39 degrees. So that's going to be coming up for Sunday. Going to be a beautiful sunny day outside. That'll be Sunday, October 27th. And that'll be when we have our going away party for Larry Jones, which I will be there. I'm looking forward to it. That'll be coming up October 27th at 12:20 p.m. in Medina. So stay tuned for that. I'll make sure to announce that as well here too. I know Marky B already did. We've been announcing it here, but please come out. It's going to be a great time. We're celebrating Larry Jones, and he's been a staple here in the area, of course, and also with WRMN. So we're looking forward to celebrating, of course, him as well. So that'll be coming up on Sunday. So it's going to be a nice sunny day on Sunday. We do see sunny skies, high of 61 degrees on Sunday, dropping down to a low of 39 degrees as we get into Sunday night. Now, next week here, we get into next week, we start to see the clouds kind of form a little bit here. We're going to be seeing cloudy skies coming up on Monday. It is predicted to be a high of 67 degrees, dropping down to a low of only 60 as we get into Monday night. So kind of consistent in the 60s there. We see for Tuesday is going to be a high of 80 Oh boy. I'm not complaining though. Because the humidity is only about like 45% or so around that time. It is predicted to be pretty much cloudy throughout the whole day, partly cloudy kind of here and there. And again, we never know. I mean, it could go down to maybe only a high of 75, 70. So we know, it is what it is. We don't know until it actually happens. But with that being said, I do like to, inform you on what's the prediction. Of course, we see a low of 65 degrees for Tuesday night. Wednesday rolls around, we see a high of 78, low of 59 degrees, predicted to be pretty much mostly cloudy throughout the day. Chance of showers as we get closer to the evening, a little bit more into the start of the evening there for Wednesday. Thursday rolls around, we do see light rain in the morning, light rain in the morning, showers throughout the earlier part of the morning. Then we get to the afternoon. It does start to clear here. This is coming up for next Thursday. High of 63, low of 38. It is predicted to be mostly cloudy and then partly cloudy into Thursday night. Friday rolls around. For next Friday, we're going to be seeing a prediction of partly cloudy skies, high of 59 and a low of 45. So with this being said, we see those temperatures slowly rise. They bump up a bit and then they go back down into the regular style temperature-wise for the fall season. So again, that's a prediction that we have here for the rest of this week and into next week. Taking a look here, we've got inspirational stories, fun and amazing stories, some news as well too. All this information, of course, is available on allgoodnews.sunnyskies.com. So it's allgoodnews, sunnyskies.com is where you can find this information. This looks like a really sweet story here. Beloved McDonald's employee with Down syndrome retires after 25 years of service. So let's read this one. This looks like a really sweet one. So let's take a look at this. Today's good news story comes from Northern Ireland. Very nice. After 25 years of dedication and hard work at McDonald's in Ireland, Coleraine, I think is how it's pronounced, Coleraine, Ireland. Philip Waring, a beloved employee with Down syndrome, has retired. Philip is now 52, has been a friendly face at the restaurant, known for his unwavering commitment to keeping the space spotless and also welcoming for both customers and staff. This week, friends and family, as well as colleagues, gathered to celebrate his incredible service with a heartfelt farewell party. Oh, that's so sweet. Very, very nice. Reflecting on Philip's impact, Francis Mooney of PCI's management team says, quote, not only did he start his work placement in McDonald's 25 years ago, but Philip maintained it for over half his life with very few days off for any reason. Simply put, he is a gentleman, end quote. Very nice. And they've got a nice picture here of him with some of the staff celebrating his retirement after 25 years. Philip shared his joy about the gathering, saying, quote, it was a lovely party, and my dad and sister Stephanie came, and some people who I hadn't seen for a while came in specially. It was lovely, and thank you to my boss, Paul, for the party, as it was very special. I will miss everyone, end quote. Oh, that's so sweet. His retirement is a bittersweet moment for the Coleraine community, who have come to know and admire Philip's dedication, positivity, and kindness. Oh, that's a very sweet story there. So thank you to sunnyskies.com for posting that great story there. We're also celebrating, of course, here Larry Jones coming up on Sunday. That'll be at 12:20 p.m. Larry Jones, of course, as we know, is leaving and enjoying his retirement at the end of October. So this event is going to be happening rain or shine. It is predicted to be nice and sunny outside. So if you are interested in attending, it's at 6N165 Circle Avenue in Medina. That's where it's going to be. That's October 27th at 12:20 p.m. If you'd like to inquire more information, of course, you can feel free to email any of us here at WRMN. You can email me, Matt McNeil, at WRMN1410.com. Feel free, of course, to do that if you'd like. Light snacks, pizza, beer, soft drinks, and bottled water provided. If you want something special or want to share something, of course, feel free to bring it along as well, too. Larry wanted a low-key, comfortable setting, so we're trying to honor his request. They are going to be having a friend that will come and entertain us, Ollie Bolds, great guy with great music. Very cool. We hope you can join and celebrate Larry. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a fun time. Looking forward to it. I hope to see you there as well, too. So thank you to Larry Jones, of course, for everything that you've done with for WRMN. I've said this before. I remember when I first started working here, kind of getting into the scene of radio. He was always very friendly, always is very friendly, very welcoming, always said hi to me when I came into the studio after Mark's show. And always greeted me as well, too. So I'm looking forward to the party. I hope you are, too. The time is 10:16. What we're going to do is take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So stay tuned. Oh no, I just hit that post and my car's got a dent.
Uh-oh, better get Maaco.
Oh yeah? Where are they?
Maaco is America's body shop. They're the world's largest provider of paint and collision services. They're located at 212 Western Avenue in Carpentersville, across from Spring Hill Mall. I've used them. Check out my car.
Wow, looking good.
Everything was so easy and affordable. Hummer and staff were super friendly and really knew their stuff.
I'm going to call them now.
Mention WRMN 1410 at the Carpentersville Maaco and receive 10% off today.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells.
Rise and shine, Fox Valley listeners. It's time to kickstart your day with First Shift with Marky B on WRMN 1410 AM. From 6 to 9 a.m., join the chatter that gets you clued in with the latest buzz around town. Don't just sip on your coffee. Let Marky B brew your morning with the perfect mix of news, views, and moves. Dial us in or live stream at WRMN1410.com and make your mornings a whole lot brighter. WRMN 1410 AM. We're the voice of the Valley, and we're here to talk.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk the Town. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. You're having a good Friday morning. It's Friday. We're getting close to the weekend. Yes, yes, yes. Do you have any fun weekend plans? Got any fun weekend plans? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Feel free, of course, to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, of course, you can feel free to do that. Feel free to let us know in the comments below on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. That way you can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN, of course. Of course, you can also text the Image 360 number. That number is 505-926-1410, brought to you by Image 360 of South Elgin, your one source of custom signage in South Elgin. So very nice. If you want to check out more information, their website is image360.com. Again, that's image360.com for more info. You can also take a look at our website, WRMN1410.com. Again, that's WRMN1410.com. You can also listen to us through our app that we have available for download for Google Play for Samsung, on Google Play for Samsung users, and of course also on the App Store for the Apple users out there as well too. So we've got that still available as well. Feel free to check that out. You can also check out the lineup here. It's featured for the weekly lineup. Feel free to check out that information that is posted. You can feel free to view that. Now, we also do have here, too, we have the weekend schedule, which has been updated now. So if you take a look here, we do have the weekend schedule on Saturdays. So we have here the Coast to Coast with George Noory, which is midnight to 4 a.m. on Saturdays, which is coming up tomorrow. We've got Fox News Rundown from 4 to 5. We've got Good Day Health from 5 to 7. American Outdoors, which is from 7 until 8, 7 to 8 a.m. Then we have local broadcasting on the rise with Mike and Derek. They talk about local sports within the Fox River Valley. That is from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. After that, Marcus Mack hops on with the Truth About Chicago Sports with Marcus Mack. That is from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. After that, we've got Chief Guard of the Republic with Michael Tuman. So if you want to check that out, that'll be coming up from 12 until 1 o'clock. So that is from 12 to 1. And then we also do have the Jeff Michaels Show. So that'll also be coming up. New, of course, here. That'll be from 1 until 2 o'clock. So that'll be from 1 until 2. You can also take a look at from 2 to 5, Rich on Tech with Rich DeMuro. Awesome show to listen to. All these shows, of course, are awesome to listen to as well. Of course, we've got Around the House from 5 to 7 p.m. Court Stevens CD Showcase from 7 to 9, spinning some great tunes on those CDs. Pure American Country is from 9 till 11, and then Branson Country USA, that is 11 p.m. until midnight. You can also, of course, take a look at the Sunday programming here on WRMN. You can check out some ones that we have to offer now. Harmony with Food, which is a show that we've got now that's from 12 until 1 o'clock. Movies and More from 7 to 8 p.m. So we've got a good list there. If you want to check it out, feel free to visit our website for our weekend schedule. That's WRMN1410.com is where you can find all that information. Let's take a look at some of the local news here, brought to you by FoxValleyMagazine.com. It looks like this was posted a little bit later in the day yesterday by FoxValleyMagazine.com. There was a fatal crash in Naperville that claimed a Wheaton woman's life. 35-year-old Wheaton woman is dead after her vehicle was struck by a Ford Bronco at the intersection of South Naper Boulevard and Hobson Road in Naperville. That happened Wednesday evening. Now, according to the police, Naperville police, at approximately 8 p.m. Wednesday, the woman identified as Sarah A. I hope I'm going to pronounce her name correctly here. My goodness, I'm so sorry about this. I'm going to have to say it out. Jelgerhoys was attempting to turn left from southbound Naper Boulevard toward eastbound Hobson Road, when her vehicle was struck by a 2023 Ford Bronco driven by a 17-year-old female from Naperville who was traveling northbound on Naper Boulevard. Sarah's vehicle, which was a 2020 Nissan Kicks, came to rest north of the intersection, partially submerged in a pond. She was transported to a local hospital where she later succumbed to her injuries. Now, this traffic incident is still under investigation currently. Anyone with information regarding the crash is asked to contact the Naperville Police Department's traffic unit. That number is 630-420-8833. That's the number that is listed there at the bottom of the page on this article. If you want to view this article for yourself, of course, it's available on FoxValleyMagazine.com. It is under the news section. Don't forget, coming up here under events, it is already coming up today and tomorrow. It is Napier Settlement's Howlin' at the Moon. Now, I did touch base a little bit about this the other day, but I wanted to go into a little bit more detail because it does tell you some good stuff that's coming up here already today and tomorrow. There's going to be a costume contest, chance to win $500. There's going to be, of course, lots of food, drinks, fun as well, spine-chilling art displays, photo experiences, fire dance performances, and so much more. There's going to be a 4-piece musical powerhouse known for their head-turning, high-energy, psychedelic funk they're going to be performing. They're known as the Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. That'll be coming up tonight from 8 to 10. Rod Tough Curls and the Bench Press will open the night, coming up tonight at 5:15 to 7:15 with their bone-crushing 3-part vocal harmonies. Bluegrass singer-songwriter, mandolinist, and 2-time Grammy-nominated artist Sierra Hull will headline on Saturday from 8 to 10 p.m. And Hull is a 6-time recipient of IBMA's Mandolin Player of the Year. The first woman to ever receive this distinction. How cool is that? The other lineup will be on Saturday. Allie and the Night Crawls will open the show with passionate mixture of musical styles. That'll be tomorrow from 5:15 to 7:15. Now, new this year, the Screams of the Unknown Outdoor Haunt is going to be taking visitors on a terrifying journey as they walk through dark corridors of the unknown at an 800-square-foot outdoor haunted experience. Now, this is a gruesome haunt. It isn't for the faint of the heart, and it is filled with surprises around every corner. This experience is not recommended for those who are easily scared. This is an add-on time ticket experience for $5 per person, which isn't too bad. Now, a new special section of the event will include a vibrant tribute to Dia de Muertos, with an immersive cultural exploration of the holiday and Mexican culture. Visitors will behold a breathtaking altar and life-size albrijes, I think is how it's pronounced. Alibres. Watch folkloric dancing by Ballet Folklorico and performances by a Mariachi Aurora. So you can make a Dia de los Muertos art print using a tortilla press created by local artist Salvador Flores, and more too. Now, the DuPage Hispanic Alliance will be on the site as a community partner for those looking to learn more about this day. The organization will also offer a sugar skull decorating activity. That sounds like a pretty sweet activity to enjoy. So the Napier Settlement will celebrate the community by offering food from local vendors. Variety of wine, beer, and tequila seltzers will also be available at the Booze Bar. Boo, like boo. You know, like, boo, I scared you. Booze Bar. Howlin' at the Moon is for individuals 21 years of age and older. No one under the age of 21 is permitted. It's $20 per ticket. So if you are interested, check out napiersettlement.org/howlin' for more information. It's coming up tonight, 5 to 10, and also tomorrow as well, too. So if you want to check out all that information, that is posted onto the napiersettlement.org website. Again, that's the napiersettlement.org website is where you can find that. So again, that is called Howlin' at the Moon. And you can find information if you even just look it up too. So if you just look it up on Google, you'll be able to find that information posted on there too. So feel free to check it out. That's Napier Settlement. That's at 523 South Webster Street. Again, 523 South Webster Street in Naperville is where that is located. So check out more information online or also on FoxValleyMagazine.com. Don't forget also here too that you can still take a look at the October issue. The Fox Valley Magazine October issue. That is also still on there too, under issue on FoxValleyMagazine.com. This wraps it up here for the first part of the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take it to the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. When we come back, I'll mention another thing by Kane County Connects and how to keep Kane County warm this winter. Then we'll talk a little bit about some good places to get some good fish fry and also a little bit of history on why the fish fry is and how it began. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by Linzess. Flags across the state of Illinois are flying at half-staff as the state honors fallen Illinois State Trooper Corey S. Thompson. Directed by Governor J.B. Pritzker, the gesture commemorates Thompson's service following his tragic death in a two-vehicle collision in Champaign County. The Hemmons Cultural Center facelift continues to captivate Elgin residents and art enthusiasts alike. The most recent addition is an evocative exterior mural named Which Way by renowned artist Joanne White, and it's now gracing the south side of the building if you'd like to take a look. In a remarkable conclusion to a mystery that spanned over a century, a skull found in an Illinois home's wall has been identified as that of Esther Granger, a teenager from Indiana who passed away in 1886. Discovered during the 1978 renovation in Batavia, the skull's origins baffled investigators until a recent breakthrough. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22, scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex Styles offers in October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's winds blowing across a fruited plain, and also your new fire pit, which subsequently sets your gazebo ablaze. It's hard-hitting football, and an even harder-hitting price estimate from your general contractor. That's a star-spangled bummer. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Bears return to action with a road game this Sunday against the Commanders in the nation's capital, Chicago. 4-2 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak, but they're 0-2 on the road this season. At practice on Thursday, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon sat out practice. Meanwhile, Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels is questionable for Sunday's game after suffering a rib injury last week. On the NBA schedule tonight, the Bulls play their second game of the season at Milwaukee. The Bucks are 1-0. The Bulls coming off a season-opening 123-111 loss at New Orleans. NHL tonight, the Blackhawks are home against the Predators. The Hawks looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. Huge game tomorrow afternoon for number 20 Illinois football, and they visit number 1 Oregon. The Ducks 7-0 on the season. Illinois 6-1. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22, scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex Styles offers in October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, and great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We hope you're enjoying the show so far. Hopefully you're having a good Friday morning. We're still in the morning time here. 10:34 is the time. And what I want to do here is talk a little bit more about something that was mentioned here on KaneCountyConnects.com. Now, this was posted a couple days back here, 3 days ago. It was on the 22nd. But I thought, hey, you know, for those of you just tuning in, maybe you want to check out and know exactly when this event is going to be. So we want to, of course, inform that. You know, we get the temperatures, we get the weather. It's starting to get, we're in the fall season now. Sometimes we get a little bit warmer temperatures here and there that go up and down, but generally speaking, we're pretty much in the fall temperatures. For the most part, we've been seeing those in the 50s and the 60s, that kind of thing. So with that being said, of course, as time goes by, we're eventually going to get into the winter weather. And of course, if you are here in Illinois, which I'm sure many of you are, of course, listening in, it can get pretty darn cold. So how to help keep Kane County warm this winter. This is an article that was posted by Kane County Connects. So let's take a look at this. This is by the Kane County Connect staff. Now, the Kane County Office of Emergency Management is going to be hosting a winter clothing drive to support Maddie's Mitten March. Now, this is going to be coming up here. It'll be November 10th. So November 10th, that'll be at the Kane County Government Center at 719 South Batavia Avenue in Geneva is where that is going to be located. So it's going to be located in Geneva. It'll be coming up November 10th from 10:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Now, this was founded by, here's a little information about Maddie's Mitten March. It was founded by Maddie at just 10 years old. Maddie's Mitten March began when she noticed classmates without proper winter clothing. Since then, her mission has been to help those in need and inspire others to take action in their own communities. The organization now distributes winter wear across Kane County and throughout Illinois, depending on the availability of donations and funding. Now, for more information, you can visit the website mittenmobile.com or even contact Drendel Beth at kanecountyil.gov for more information as well. So this is an event that's going to be coming up November 10th. The Kane County's Office of Emergency Management supports a regional all-hazard approach to disaster management and homeland security throughout the coordination programs that promote community planning, increase public awareness, and develop effective mitigation, response, and recovery capabilities. You can learn more about volunteering at kcoem.org. That's the website that you can go to learn a little bit more information on that. So very cool. I wanted to pull up the website here, mittenmobile.com. Very nice. This is really cool. You can check out Maddie's story for more information on here too. Again, I think it's really cool that that she, it's cool in the sense that she was aware, but also kind of sad that it was the reality that there were a lot of kids at her school that didn't have proper winter clothing. So she said, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. And she has, and here we are. So they use, now when it comes to operation here, Maddie's Mitten March, they use two buses to collect, hold, and distribute donations. Both buses were purchased for their scrap value of $1,000 from the St. Charles School District. They were given this generous opportunity through the Assistant Superintendent, John Baird, who has always helped us. They say here, the first bus named Left Mitten after Maddie's left-handedness was purchased when Maddie was 15 years old and a sophomore in high school. The second bus named Right Mitten was purchased in 2018. Maddie signed the title on the buses and wrote the check herself. That is really, really cool. So if you want to check out more information, it's at Mitten Mobile, that's MITTEN mobile.com. That's the website to go to check it out. You can check out their services, partners, community outreach, how to donate, and of course, any other upcoming events as well, which we did just also mention here too in November. So feel free to check that out. That is posted onto the KaneCountyConnects.com website. So that's KaneCountyConnects.com. Let's take a look here. We've got talking a little bit about Friday today, Friday Fish Fry. It is Friday. Happy Friday. And as you know, it usually tends to be kind of a day when it comes to fish fry, right? You think of Friday, you think of, hey, I'm going to kick back, maybe make myself some fish at home, or maybe, of course, go out for a nice fish fry. Well, there are a couple good places, of course, that you can check out for yourself and get some good fish options. Yes. For Friday Fish Fry. Lots of good places to go to. What I'm going to do here is start by talking about Culver's. Culver's is one of my favorites. when it comes to their fish. I love their Atlantic cod sandwich. Their Atlantic cod sandwich is absolutely delicious, and it's always made fresh as well too. So that's one place I do recommend, of course. You can check out multiple different locations that are featured. They've got their seafoods and salads menu to check out there. The North Atlantic cod sandwich is a good one to get when it comes to their fish fry. You can also try them as a dinner. You can try their butterfly jumbo shrimp dinner as well there too, which is pretty good as well. I've had both of those. Now this is caught in the North Atlantic, the icy North Atlantic. Now this is, of course, hand-battered, cooked to order, topped with Culver's family recipe tartar sauce, which is always delicious with the fish. And it's also features olives, capers, and sweet relish, crisp lettuce, and Wisconsin cheddar. It is also served on a lightly buttered toasted hoagie roll. And now also note here, the seafood might contain bones. I have never experienced that before, having their fish fry at Culver's. I have never experienced that before. I know, of course, there's like the shell bone with the shrimp, the tail end of the things. On the tail end of things, they've got the bones on the tails. You know what I mean? That's for the butterfly jumbo shrimp dinner, which is pretty good. Always good to pair it with some fries, or also you really cannot go wrong with their pretzel bites. Oh my goodness, are those delicious too. So if you want to check out more information at the deliciousness that is Culver's, check it out, culvers.com. Pretzel bites, always a must-have. Very, very delicious. So what I wanted to do also, though, is kind of mention here, what's a little bit of the history on the fish fry? Well, there is a little bit of history on this. Now, this is according to, this was an article that was written by a website called Schmitty'sTimeout.com. They're also known as Timeout Tavern. They just talk about some little things like that, histories of here and there. So they said that the origins of the fish fry, Friday fish fry, can be traced back to the Catholic practice of abstaining from meat on Fridays, a tradition observed as a form of penance and reflection. This practice is particularly heightened during Lent, the 40-day period leading up to Easter. Usually during that time, meat is often replaced with fish, which is allowed under the dietary guidelines of this religious observance. Now, of course, people can celebrate this even if they're not religious by doing a Friday night fish fry. It's something fun to do, of course, as well too. So it started as a religious observance, but it has soon transformed to be a beloved social event that brought many communities together, of course, too. And though it has those roots, it still, of course, can be celebrated by anyone. So go on out and get some good fish tonight. As Bruce says, we're having fish tonight. That's Bruce, the shark from Finding Nemo. Little dark in that context because they're talking about eating the main characters as well too. But nonetheless, still some good places to get some fish fry. You can check out some good specials for fish fry, brought to you by the St. Charles Business Alliance Happy Hour Hub. I love bringing up this website because I think it's great to get you in the known when it comes to places within the area, especially if you're honing in on the St. Charles area, for example. Maybe you're looking for a good place to get some good fish. You can check out Friday specials featured on the Happy Hour website. Now, I'll kind of go through here, see anything in particular that's coming up here. Now, they do have some specials that are not related to fish. So they do have some specials that are not related to fish that you can still check out as well too. But feel free to view all of that information. They do have their $22 fish fry, perch or walleye, which is available all day at the Duke's North Woods. That's from 3 to 6. So they do have those specials there too. If you're looking for a fish special, this is a pretty good website to take a look at. And I'm just showing you an example here. One of the places, which is Duke's North Woods. That's at 7 East Main Street in St. Charles. They're not too far away from Mount St. Mary's Park as well, too. So that's where they're located. And they've got that special going on for the Friday Happy Hour special from 3 to 6. But that one is actually available all day. So you can do that all day there, too. Let's see here. I know that there are a couple other ones also featured out here as well. Lots of different specials when it comes to a lot of drinks. We've been noticing this a lot here on this website, that there's a lot of specials when it comes to some of the drinks, the beer, wine, and things like that. Now, Rookie's All-American Pub and Grill in St. Charles is having their $14.99 all-you-can-eat fish fry. So that's something else that is also happening right now, too. And they also do offer their $11.99 fish tacos. Now, I've never had a fish taco before. Let me know in the comments how that is. Grilled or crispy, no matter where you get it from. So that's Rookie's All-American Pub and Grill. They've got that $14.99 all-you-can-eat fish fry Fridays. Also, American Legion Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street has their Friday night fish fry. So stay tuned for that. More information posted on their website. And actually, ironically here, just a minute ago, they posted it just a minute ago on their Facebook page. Join us for their fish fry today, serving lunch from 11:30 until 1:30 p.m. So they're going to be having that coming up at 11:30 till 1:30, and also dinner from 4 to 7 p.m. It's open to the public. That's at 820 North Liberty Street here in Elgin. They're going to be having, of course, their baked haddock orders available all day, to the understanding, of course, that orders are made fresh. Might take a little bit longer to prepare it and to bake, of course, so make sure that you understand that sometimes there might be a little bit of a wait time, but especially if you like their fish fry, totally worth it. Come in and try their new beer battered haddock, along with some other great options as well. Good for dine-in or carryouts that are available. Feel free to check out their website at allelginpost57.com, or also feel free to contact their number at 847-741-8143. Again, that's 847-741-8143. Good timing there, too, that they posted that literally just a couple minutes ago as I was getting ready to talk a bit about the fish fry, too. So, again, check out their website and Facebook page. That's American Legion Elgin Post 57. So that's another good place to get some good fish fry specials. Some good options here. Again, you can also check out the entire list when it comes to St. Charles, or you can even just look up fish fries near me. You can also do that as well, too. So taking a look at the time here, it is already 10:47. We're going to take a quick time out. And then when we come back, we'll kind of touch base a little bit with the local libraries, kind of talking a little bit about reading, and then that'll bring us into the 11 o'clock hour with the special, another author interview. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit. LaFleur Taco Grill at 910 Dundee Avenue at the corner of Slade in Elgin is under new management. Enjoy a huge selection of salads, quesadillas, tacos, burritos, and more. LaFleur Taco Grill also has American cuisine favorites and breakfast. Bring the kids. There's a kids menu that they'll love. Are you planning a party this summer? LaFleur also has catering with all types of both Mexican and American foods. Call 847-214-1306 or LaFleur Taco Grill on Facebook.
Summer Lake House offers the ultimate waterfront family dining experience, complete with rustic summer-inspired decor and a menu that highlights simple, handcrafted dishes prepared with locally sourced ingredients. The Wisconsin-inspired Summer Lake House, where you can enjoy a laid-back, family-friendly vibe with delicious modern American cuisine and handcrafted cocktails. Don't just go out to eat, go outside to eat. Summer Lake House on Lake Delton.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Here at WRMN Radio, we try to connect with the community and discuss important issues, like our current mental health crisis. Here's Lori Baker, President and CEO of AID.
I think most people, when they see young children thinking about suicide at the ages of 5 and 6 and 7, I mean, that's shocking to me that children even know that they want to harm themselves somehow. I know it's difficult. I definitely feel the pinch. We all feel the pinch at the gas pump, at the grocery store, right, in our rents, but I think most people could handle 27 cents a day to help kids and seniors and people experiencing homelessness.
Discussions like this take place on the first shift, weekday mornings from 6 to 10, right here on WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN 1410 Radio on Facebook. All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk the Town. We hope you are enjoying the show so far here, and we'll continue on here talking a little bit about some of the local libraries and, of course, the events that are happening there as well, too. So let's take a dive into that here. Of course, when we come up to the 11 o'clock hour, we'll go through here and we'll do a special interview coming up here. That'll be today at 11 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. And we'll also talk a little bit more about some of those other things as well later into the day, the National Day calendar, kind of also touching base with what's happening locally within the area as well, too. Now, don't forget, today's Friday, so what that means is Fox Valley Afternoons is scheduled a little bit differently here. So what that means is from 2 to 4, instead of it being Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, we've got Dino's Night Out, which will be coming up today, 2 to 4 o'clock. And then we also do have here as well, we have from 4 to 6, of course, a political talk show. So that'll be from 4 until 6 o'clock. Let's take a dive and see what we've got here at some of the local libraries. Anything that might be coming up pretty soon that is of notice. So let's take a look here and see. Taking a look at the Gale Borden Public Library. Let's see what they've got going on here. Oh my goodness, this is cute. Okay, so this is a Ghost O Lantern. His name is Gustavo. Our Ghost O Lantern is in full-blown science experiment mode. He is the pumpkin 18 days into the experiment, and they're definitely seeing some mold. So they're having some little experiments here, it looks like, with some pumpkins. And you can stop by the kids' space at the main library to see it in person next time you visit. So these science experiments kind of help to, of course, get kids to kind of know a little bit about what is it like when it comes to mold and, you know, does the object in and of itself get moldy and stuff like that, you know, the science terms. So that's posted on there. They posted that as like a little fun Halloween thing that they are doing. Now, this is pretty cool, too. The Olmec Origins exhibit is going to be kicking off November 13th. Now, this is a pretty cool thing. Begins November 13th at 3:30 p.m., and this is where you're going to actually be able to see all 33 heads in one place. These are Olmec Origins exhibit. This is November 13th, and the Olmec Origins will be kicking off, open to all ages, and some special guests are going to include the founder and president of of the National Museum of Mexican Art as well here too. And some other ones, other guests that are also going to be featured there too. President of the Mexican Cultural Center of DuPage, Fernando Ramirez. In addition to viewing these unique Olmecs, there are also going to be some activities for kids and also giveaways too. So you don't need to register for it. You can just show up and have a good time. Now, in partnership with the Mexican Cultural Center of DuPage, the library will host 33 large artisan Olmec heads that represent individual artists' sense of Mexican cultural history, as well as their home cities. Now, these artists represent many of the 2026 World Cup hosting cities in Mexico, Canada, and the United States. The Olmecs were one of the earliest known major Mesoamerican civilizations and laid the foundation for the Mexican cultures that followed. Many people have come to learn about the Olmec culture via their art, including the colossal heads. The origins open November 13th, and they're going to be on display at the main library, and that's going to be going on through till mid-January for about a couple months here. Now, if you'd like to know a little bit more information about the exhibit, you can visit their website, gailborden.info/Olmec. Learn a little more information about this. These are quite the unique styles here too. I mean, you get to see the beautiful colors and the beautiful art styles, of course, here too, that represent this culture, and also the differences too that all come together as one too. 33 large artisan Olmec heads that are going to be on display here. I think that's pretty cool. I would say so for sure. And if you want to check out more information, that's posted on their website. So feel free to dive in and check that out. That'll be coming up November 13th. That'll be November 13th. Some other things as well, you can check out other area libraries. Fox River Valley Public Library District in East Dundee. I know they've got some fun things coming up here too. Coming up Wednesday, November 6th from 7 to 8 p.m. They're going to be having a series called I Love Me Meditation. This is at the Dundee Library. You can join their I Love Me series focused on self-care and self-love. This is where you're going to be able to discover meditation techniques, and this is kind of a way to kind of help to recognize yourself and be able to kind of be one with yourself and say, hey, you know what? I need to love myself here. And this meditation technique that's going to be presented is going to kind of help you to kind of cultivate positive thinking and mindfulness. This is also where you're going to be able to connect with others interested in living peacefully and mindfully too, so you can make some friends along the way. If you would like to register, there is a registration link at frvpld.info/events. That's the Fox River Valley Public Library District, and that's going to be at the Dundee Library when that's going to be hosted. So if you would like to take a look at that information, that is posted onto their main website. Is where you can find it. It's usually listed. Usually all the upcoming events are, of course, listed under upcoming events. So if you want to view that, that's posted on there in the November section. Lots of different book clubs, of course, that are coming up and that are currently happening right now, too. So if you want to look a little bit more ahead onto the calendar to view all those different options, to make sure that you register, but of course, before time runs out, that information is posted onto the frvpld.info site. The same applies, of course, for other local libraries as well, too. So very cool. I mean, they've got different programs, like November 5th at the Dundee Library. They're having Microsoft Excel 2022 Part 4, Intro to Formulas and Functions. So these are great classes that you can also take as well, too. They've got Anime Club. They've got Book Club for adult at the Adult Activities Center. They've got little artistic things. They've got a Lego Club coming up November 12th at the Dundee Library. So they've got some good stuff here coming around the corner. So you definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be good times. Check out all that information posted at all of these great local libraries, frvpld.org, gailborden.info, as well as other ones like the Algonquin Public Library. Geneva Public Library is another one too. Lots of great places to check out for sure. And we're talking about here checking out. You can check out books here too. You can also check out some other really cool books, which I'm going to talk about here in just a bit with a special guest author coming up on the Zoom side of things. We're looking forward to having her on here. And we're going to also talk a little bit about more about that here coming up in just a bit. Stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. And of course, we'll be back with more in just a bit during the 11 o'clock hour. And then, of course, remember, we'll also be doing Tradio at 12:30. Stay tuned, and we'll be back.
Okay, antibodies, huddle up. We're a great team, but the flu is dominating. The good news is the human we're protecting just got his flu shots. That means all of us antibodies have strong new gear that will help us fight and defend against the flu. We must win so that our human can stay healthy and help protect the people he cares about most.
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect yourself and others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Massiano's Pizza and Pastaria of Elgin. There is one inexhaustible aspect of everyday life that never dulls, namely the simple pleasure of eating and drinking. Massiano's wants to make sure that this is the best part of your day. Visit Massianos.com and sign up to view their special offers all year long. Delivery, carry out, or dine in, enjoy it anyway, because life is good at Massiano's.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. In Kane County, a concerning health alert has been issued for certain zip codes that have been identified as high-risk areas for lead exposure in children. These areas include parts of Aurora and Elgin, urging mandatory lead testing for children at ages 12 and 24 months and additional screening advised for those under the age of 6. Elgin School District U46 seeing a consistent decline in student enrollment for the 6th year in a row. The current count stands at 34,286, a drop of nearly 1.6% from the previous school year. In Naperville, a 35-year-old woman from Wheaton has lost her life in a car accident. The collision occurred late Wednesday night in the intersection of South Naper Boulevard and Hobson Road. Sarah A. Jelgerholz was maneuvering a 2020 Nissan Kick when it was struck by a 2023 Ford Bronco driven by a 17-year-old from Naperville. The accident remains under investigation. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22, scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's winds blowing across a fruited plain, and also your new fire pit, which subsequently sets your gazebo ablaze. It's hard-hitting football, and an even harder-hitting price estimate from your general contractor. That's a star-spangled bummer. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
In our household, we put family first. I'm Dan Ugasti. Right now, Illinois families are suffering with rising property taxes and grocery bills, along with communities that are less safe. Keeping family members from moving out of Illinois isn't easy. As your state representative, I'm working to be a voice of reason in a time of extremism. That means I'm focusing on the issues that unite us, bringing down property taxes, creating opportunities, and controlling government spending. I'm Dan Ugasti, and I'd be honored to have your vote.
Paid for by Citizens for Dan Ugasti.
Come on out to the Country Donuts, that is, at Route 20 and Nestler Road. They're always open. Donuts are made daily using only the finest ingredients to ensure freshness. Their huge variety of donuts offers something to please everyone. Country Donuts doesn't stop at offering you the best donuts. Enjoy a delicious breakfast sandwich or stop in for lunch and try a bowl of their famous chili. Need a larger or special donut order for your office? Call 847-488-1900.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NHL tonight, the Blackhawks are home against the Predators. The Hawks looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. Huge game tomorrow afternoon for number 20 Illinois football, and they visit number 1 Oregon. The Ducks 7-0 on the season. Illinois 6-1. The Bears return to action with a road game this Sunday against the Commanders in the nation's capital, Chicago. 4-2 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak, but they're 0-2 on the road this season. At practice on Thursday, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon sat out practice. Meanwhile, Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels is questionable for Sunday's game after suffering a rib injury last week. On the NBA schedule tonight, the Bulls play their second game of the season at Milwaukee. The Bucks are 1-0. The Bulls coming off a season-opening 123-111 loss at New Orleans. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex styles. Offers in October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's at Comfort details.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up.
Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They want to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month. If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 800-699-9043.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk the Town. Feel free to be a part of the conversation by commenting live on YouTube.com. We're on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, click that notification bell, like the video. You can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN AM 1410. And of course, also what is happening here within the Fox River Valley. And maybe even a wider side of things here too when it comes to some other authors as well. We are starting this new author series here. I'm so excited about it. I want to give a big shout out, of course, to Rob Southgate for setting this up. This is a great opportunity to, of course, get some more enthusiastic content here on WRMN's Out to Lunch segment, but also to give recognition to a lot of really, really cool authors as well. And of course, I want to welcome to the stage today, we've got Chelsea Burton Dunn, who is a Kansas City native. That is the Missouri side, not the Kansas side. Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm so glad we were able to get you on here to WRMN. You are an author. We're having this new author series here, so we're, of course, wanting to give recognition to some awesome authors out here. And you are one of the people that is on today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you interested in starting to write your By Moonlight series.
So, well, I've always loved reading. I mean, as soon as I started reading, I, loved fantasy, going into another world, magic, all that. So when I started reading, I started writing little short stories and things like that. but I guess my By Moonlight series, it's actually something I started writing about 10 years ago, because I've always I get an idea, I write it, and I might set it aside for a long time, but I picked it back up and reread what I'd written 10 years ago and decided I really needed to keep going with it. And so the series itself is about a woman named V. It's set in Kansas City as well, which is where I'm from. And she is an empath, which is basically, she's the only empath in the world, as far as she knows. And as such, even though she knows about the rest of the supernatural creatures, she doesn't want to be involved in their world. So she keeps to herself. But one night she can tell, based on her powers, that a girl is changing into a werewolf and didn't know she was a werewolf. So she decides to save that girl and basically community. And at the same time, there is a serial killer that they all kind of suspect is a supernatural creature of some kind tearing through the country, heading straight towards KC. So,
oh my goodness, wow. So, what would you say the genre of this this series is?
It's urban fantasy, so magic and all that set in a modern setting. But there's paranormal romance, a little horror thrown in there as well.
That's a lot of fun. That's definitely fun. So I have to ask here too. I know that I always like to ask the authors, how do you put your own character, your own self into these stories? If you do, I already said. I mean, that you had mentioned that it's taken place in your hometown, correct?
Yeah. So I did that mostly because as a Kansas Cityan, there's lots of books are set in either completely fictitious, made up places or in really well-known bigger cities. And I love Kansas City. So I really wanted to, put something here and show the little bits and interesting history about KC that I love. But also I would say not totally, because V has definitely changed and evolved into her own person. But she's, as the main character, she's quite a bit of a loner, keeps to herself quiet, but she is also, very assertive when she needs to be. And I guess I wrote her as someone I like, maybe expanding upon the faults that I have, the being really quiet and staying by myself. I'm not quite as much as her, so I made that a little more exaggerated, but then the strengths she has are ones that I wanted to be better about as well. So I made her into an exaggerated version of myself initially, but she has very much become her own entity at this point.
Very cool. So was that something, when it comes to character development, was that something, were there anything, elements that you had ended up changing throughout the books that you had initially had planned change, or that they just kind of flowed a certain way as you were kind of in the writing process?
I think when I first started writing it, I didn't, like the 10 years ago mark, I had an idea for just the plot of that book, which actually is the second book in the series. The first bits I wrote were the beginning of Moonbound. And when I reread it, I realized there wasn't a ton of backstory for her that I had fleshed out at the time. So that's something I really developed was, who she was, where she came from, which is a big question throughout the series, is exactly what is V? Everyone wants to know that. And the answer to that question is super interesting. And so I kind of developed that as I was rereading it, and then ended up writing the book that comes before it, By Moonlight, because after rereading it, I was like, there's a story that needs to come first here. So, so that's kind of when she became her own thing.
Would you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. She became her own thing when I kind of fleshed her out more as what her mystery was.
Now, something that I actually had failed to ask the previous authors that I had on here, are there any authors out there that inspired you, like gave you inspiration to write stories, or even if it's small little elements of your story too?
Yeah, definitely. Some of my favorite series are other urban fantasies like Patricia Briggs' book series, and then Charlaine Harris, True Blood, all that. I really like some of the aspects of their writing, especially when it's just like day-to-day stuff that's really mundane, but it draws people in and makes the characters feel more real. So you talk about something that they're, a habit of theirs that's a very normal human habit. It makes the characters feel more grounded in reality. And I think that makes the reading of it, even if it's fantastic magic and all sorts of crazy scenarios going on, they are more grounded as a person that you can relate to.
Very cool. Now, this book series here, I'm seeing here, let me pull up the page. I'm seeing in total 4 for the By Moonlight. Are there other books in the works, or do you plan on?
Yeah. So I, at this moment, am envisioning 10 in this series.
Wow.
So I'm currently working on book 5. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to close it off at 10. I had thought, I was like, I could potentially do this forever, go on the adventures with V, Shane, and Duran, all the characters. But I feel like I have an end for the story. But there's plenty more coming.
Very, very cool. I also have to say I love the design of the covers of the books too. So did you design that yourself, or did you work with others who helped you with that?
I gave them kind of an idea of what I envisioned. So I just kind of wrote out and described as much as I could what sorts of things I wanted on the covers, and the overall look and feel. But we have some amazing cover artists that do work for Four Horsemen Publications, my publisher, and they came up with them. I got the final say, but I was like blown away. They kind of realized my vision immediately. So
that's really cool. That's beautiful to like have that vision and then be able to see it physically through pictures. Is like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I know.
It's really, really awesome. And now I have to ask, I always ask all the authors this question too, and that it pertains to writer's block. We've all been there. How do you as an author, try to break through writer's block? What are some techniques that you like to do to kind of help you break through those barriers?
So sometimes with writer's block, it might be for a particular story, if that's the case, but I still have the I can write something. I just put that down and write something else. Sometimes writing in a different set of characters or a different genre or a different medium entirely, like poetry, can kind of loosen things up. I also find I like to take reading breaks because it gives, reading can give you inspiration, and seeing how other people write something and it also gives your brain kind of a mental breather. So I often do that. But yeah, so it's just kind of like knowing, okay, sometimes you can't force it. You're just going to need to take a break for a little while and it'll come back.
Yeah,
it usually does.
That's important. It's important to take breaks. Do you have a particular place that you always like to write in, or are there multiple places where it doesn't really matter the setting, you're able to still write that way? Because I know for some people, when it comes to doing a certain activity, being in one certain place kind of is helps to keep it alive, if that makes sense.
Yeah. There's definitely, so I have a specific chair in my house. And it's my chair, and that's where I sit. I get comfortable in a specific position, and that's kind of my best spot. So especially if I'm experiencing some writer's block, that's usually my go-to. But I flip back and forth between typing on my computer and writing on my phone because they're linked. And then that way, if I have an idea when I'm sitting in a doctor's office waiting or something, I don't have to wait until I get home. I can just go ahead and get it out before I lose it. So I'm pretty flexible about where I write, but for the most part, yeah, I like my chair.
Hey, there you go. Always got to, have something that, makes you feel comfortable and feel like, okay, this is for me. This is what's working for me. This is a place where I can feel like I can put, everything that's going on in my head when it comes to writing onto paper as well, too. Do you like to write on physical paper? Do you just type in computer? Do you use your phone? What are some of those techniques that you use or mediums?
I do all three.
Okay.
I find that like if I really have the creative juices flowing, it's so much easier to use my computer because I can type faster than I can write.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm just kind of working through a scene or an idea, physically writing it out actually helps me because then I can, I'll scratch through something, or there's something about the pen to paper that really just helps me move things around in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like doing that, especially if I'm kind of stuck. And then the phone isn't my preference, but it is easy to do if I am, like I said, like out and about and get an idea.
That goes to my next question here. Have you ever been out and about and maybe you're just walking and you just notice something and then it's like, I got that inspiration for, the next part or, something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually, it was so funny. Literally yesterday at my day job, I had some people waiting, talking about haunted places in Kansas City. And they'd mentioned a place that I knew about, but I totally hadn't thought about. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. You just gave me inspiration for a location in one of the books and they were like, what? Yep, you just gave me inspiration. I need a location. So thank you.
That's awesome. I love experiences like that when you're just not expecting it and it comes to fruition and it's there and you're like, oh my gosh, I just got a great idea. Even if it's something little small that could, it's very exciting. I love that feeling of like, it's like this kind of rush of like, oh, I just, this is something, I would have never thought would have happened. Or, it's interesting how life works out that way too, how we can surround ourselves with just enjoying life and recognizing art and even everyday life and get inspiration from it too. So that's really, really cool. Now, before I let you go, how can people find more information about your series, about you, as well as an author too?
So I have a website. It's just chelseaburtondunn.com. There's also lots of information and all the access to my books at my publisher's website, which is fourhorsemenpublications.com. And we're actually having a sale for October. It's 25% off all horror and thriller books, which my books fall into. So you can get 25% off all of my books if you go directly to Four Horsemen Publications website.
Awesome. Very, very cool. So folks, you can check out more information, chelseaburtondunn.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the page here. I think hopefully you'll be able to see it on the screen as well, because I've got it on the YouTube side of things. Oh, that's it? Are you able to see it?
Yep.
Awesome. Very cool. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. The wolf. That's really, really cool. Very nice website. And yes, folks, don't forget, coming up here, currently going on, it's 6 days away, still 6 days for the spooky sale, all horror, mystery, and thriller at 25% off. Now, before I officially let you go, of course, I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on WRMN today. Greatly appreciated for your time, of course.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before I let you go, one more question here. What do you hope that readers can get out of your stories? What reactions do you hope to elicit from your readers?
I feel like it's very much a women power, but also there's power in community. So, finding the strength within yourself, feeling like you can do, whatever it is that you need to do, but then also knowing that you can find family and community in others who can bring you up and lift you as well.
Awesome. Well, Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us today on WRMN. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we wish you nothing but health and happiness and the best of luck, of course, continuing on with your awesome series.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Chelsea here. Thank you so much for joining us here. Chelsea Burton Dunn for joining us here live on WRMN AM 1410. Awesome interview there talking about her great series here. If you want to check out more information, you can visit the website here. I'll make sure to pull it up on the screen. This is 4, that's the number 4, horsemanpublications.com. Now remember that all horror, mystery, and thriller books are on sale for 25% off. So if you are interested, check out their website, 4horsemanpublications.com. 6 days, 11 hours, 43 minutes, and 55 seconds left here. If you want to check it out, they've got that countdown there. So 25% off those books. If you are interested in supporting Chelsea and, of course, her awesome series that are also still continuing to grow here as well, you can check out 4horsemanpublications.com. If you go under our authors, you'll be able to find her there too. So you can feel free to visit that. Also, when it comes to 4 Horseman Publications, you can take a look at all the different books by series, releases, by authors, genres too. So if you know in particular of an author that you want to check out for yourself, feel free to check that out. So it's under our authors. They have a list of some awesome authors there that you can check out. We've had a couple already that have been on the air with us as well. We had Amanda on. We're going to be having a couple other ones there too, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up next week. Looking forward to that lineup as well too. Some awesome authors. And of course, you want to experience these and also realize that the publication's website is honoring and valuing their authors. They're building a brand of quality writing, building a brand and quality of writing and design in order to make readers into 4HP author fans too. Now, they do say not all of their authors may be able to attend certain events, but as their publisher, they'll make sure their books and names are along their peers and on the hands of those who adore their writing. And here on WRMN, we're excited to, of course, be giving these interviews and also giving them recognition as well, too, as a new series here for Out to Lunch with WRMN. Very, very cool. So check that out. That's 4horsemanpublications.com. Don't forget, sale is ending in 6 days for that 25% off your spooky sale of all horror, mystery, and thriller genre reads. Some really cool ones there, too. And I apologize. I forgot to mention, I've got to ask the previous authors that were on here as well about what are some of your favorite authors that inspired you as well, too, because that could be a very big part of it, too. We can get very much so inspired by authors, by directors, by actors, by a lot of different things in life. And when it comes to writing books, when it comes to just writing in general, I always like to, of course, ask about writer's block too, because that's definitely something very common when it comes to writing. I definitely experienced that a lot when it came to writing in high school and in college. I always loved English and writing. I thought it was always such a great practice to have, and very good to know how to write and to how to express yourself too when it comes to that writing. But we all go through writer's block for all the writers out there, people who write. People, of course, who have been in school. I think everyone pretty much knows about writer's block just because even if you're not a big fan of writing, you've done it in school before too. So that's the thing, making sure you're able to get it on paper, figuratively speaking, or literally as well too, and conducting those different thoughts and processes too. Sometimes it might feel like, oh gosh, I'm not getting anywhere with this. But again, you can step outside in daily life and you never know, something out there might just completely strike that instant thought of, I have a new idea. And then you put it on paper and then it grows from there. So you never know. I mean, there's a lot of authors out there, I'm sure, that had no interest in writing. And then they were just one day inspired by something even very small that they experienced in life too. So I think I love hearing these stories, and I hope that you do as well too, because we can all learn from each other as a community here too. So very cool. I'm very excited about this series. Again, I want to thank you to Rob Southgate for setting up a lot of these awesome interviews, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited to be having more on here as well, because I'm definitely going to be learning a lot from this as well. And who knows, maybe someone out there, maybe these interviews might be able to inspire people to start writing. Maybe you were a writer at one point, or maybe you're, you want to get into writing, maybe you've taken a break, you've said, oh gosh, it's just been so tough. Maybe this will help people out there. You never know. So I hope it does, for sure. And if not, of course, if you're just enjoying it, we're happy, of course, to be presenting it here on WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more here. We've got about a minute left before the bottom of the hour news and then messages from our sponsors. So when we come back from this, we'll talk a little bit about, of course, the National Day calendar. What are some days to recognize? Maybe you'll be, also inspired as well, too. So we'll talk about some of those good things as well. So we'll talk about that. Also touch base, of course, with what's happening in the area, fun things. Halloween is coming up very soon. It'll be coming up next Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. And hopefully you got your candy. Maybe. There's a chocolate shortage. Did you know that? Yeah, there's apparently a chocolate shortage. So if you've been noticing the candy you've been getting for Halloween being a little bit smaller, that's why. There you go. That might be something even I can talk about here too. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Don't forget, coming up in about an hour or so, we're going to be in our Tradio segment. If you're interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, feel free, of course, to call in during that time. Message us through the Image 360 info number, or feel free to email me, Matt McNeil, at WRMN1410.com. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. A woman in Missouri was fed up after campaign signs were stolen from her yard, but one sign had an AirTag on it, which Laura McCaskill traced to a house in another neighborhood. There were about 60 Kamala Harris campaign signs in someone's trunk.
We're going to video this. This is where they all are.
I'm sorry, this is funny. Why don't you just take them all? Here you go, liberals.
Well,
here
but just
here you go, sir.
It's more than that, actually.
No, it's not. It's so stupid. Just go vote. It's a felony, ma'am. No, it's not.
Yes,
Get
it is.
over it. It actually is.
Hey, please don't throw these at me.
Stop that. I'm so tired of this.
The owner of the car admitted to taking the signs and said he saw it done on TikTok. Police were called, but we have not heard if anyone was charged with a crime. Stealing or damaging campaign yard signs in Missouri can be punishable by a fine or up to a year in jail. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green.
Now for a local spotlight, I'm Ben Boquist. The city has installed 2 new outdoor warning sirens on the far west and northwest side of Elgin to ensure coverage in newly developed and planned development areas. One siren is located at 3647 Emerald Road, and the other on Highland Avenue, just east of Damish Road. This brings the total to 25 outdoor warning sirens, and the 2 new sirens are solar-powered. The sirens will automatically sound when the National Weather Service issues a tornado or severe thunderstorm warning of considerable or destructive nature, as defined by the NWS. They're meant to alert individuals who are outside to seek shelter. If you are indoors, you should receive alerts on your mobile phone or weather alert radio. For a local spotlight, I'm Ben Boquist, WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
The word is out. Nissans cost less on Route 19, but that's not all. Parts, service, and body shop, they all cost less at McGrath Nissan. Used cars, too. The reason why is how hard we try. Right now, get 0% APR financing on select new Nissan models at McGrath Nissan because
Nissans cost less on Route 19.
Come to Elgin.
See what we mean.
America's Best Restaurants travels the country and features restaurants that you should visit each week. Recently, the cast and crew made their way to Renata's German Restaurant in Hanover Park. Renata serves old family recipes and delicious German-influenced food. Renata's also specializes in a wide variety of traditional German baked goods, too. So, if you've yet to visit Renata's, try America's Best Restaurants choice. Drop in soon for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit renatasgermanrestaurant.com.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Twin Zeros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying the show so far. Hopefully you're having a good day so far today. It is a beautiful sunny day today. Happy Friday, everybody. And we're getting closer to the weekend, so of course you can't beat that. Looking forward to that as well here too. Now, I also wanted to send a reminder out here to you as well. This is for the Universal Circus. Time is a-ticking because this is going to be ending October 27th. Now, if you are interested in getting some tickets, feel free to email me. I do have a link to some tickets. That is Matt McNeil, M-A-T-T-N-C, N-C, oh my goodness, no. M-C, goodness me, Matt McNeil, M-C, Neil. That's how you spell my last name. So, you know, some people spell it differently. It was spelled differently in the past, 100 years ago, but it's McNeil, M-C-N-E-I-L. So Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com. It was originally spelled with two L's. My great grandpa James Walker McNeil spelled it with two L's. And then after some disagreements between him and my grandpa was like, nope, cutting off the extra L and just saying M-C-N-E-I-L. So that's the story there. But anywho, with that being said, though, that is my email, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com. Of course, you can feel free to reach out to me there saying, hey, I'd like some of those Universal tickets. They're coming up pretty soon. So you don't want to miss out, of course, on this.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time's running out for the Universal Circus Halloween Spooktacular. And all weekend, there are no service fees on select seats and shows. Details at universalcircus.com. Shows end Sunday, October 27.
So there you go. That is the last day. Shows ending in Chicago, October 27th. So, of course, I want to throw that info out there for you so that you know. That is universalcircus.com. Feel free to check them out for more information. That's universalcircus.com. So feel free to check that out. Again, want to throw that information out there for you so that you know. Toss it to you like a ring toss, right? Present it to you in a flying mode, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say it like a circus style of, hand it to the trapeze artists and, send it your way type thing. I don't know. I can't do it. Anywho, so check it out. That's universalcircus.com. Again, universalcircus.com for more information. You can check out the shows and tickets. Don't forget, of course, you can email me, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com. That's Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com is where you can, of course, find that information. And I can send it to you. Absolutely, I can send it to you. So let's take a look here at the National Day calendar. Talk a little bit about that here. What do we have to recognize today? Couple good things recognized today. We'll start off with this one. Recognized on the last Friday in October, it is National Frankenstein Day today. How cool is that? So National Frankenstein Day is recognized today on the last Friday in October, which lands on, well, today, the 27th. It's the last Friday in October. I meant to say the 25th. Recognizing author Mary Shelley, the novel of Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus, her characters Dr. Frankenstein and the monster. Frankenstein's monster is one of the best-known horror characters of all time, and we tend to confuse the two, by the way, too. I still do to this day. I'm like, oh, that person's dressed up as Frankenstein. Well, no, the person's actually dressed up as Frankenstein's monster. But usually, we get it, right? Now, this novel was written by Mary Wollstonecraft. That is an awesome last name, Wollstonecraft. That's a really cool last name. So she was born Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley, born in 1797, 2 years before the Sleepy Hollow took place. I think that took place in 1799 with Ichabod Crane goodness, what are the other characters' names? I can't think of it at the top of my head. But anywho, she was born 1797. She died in 1851. Now, this tells the story of a young scientist, Victor Frankenstein, when she published the first edition of Frankenstein in 1818 anonymously. She had to do it anonymously here. The first 500 copies sold out. However, the public believed her husband, Percy Shelley, was the author. Then in 1823, Mary Shelley published a new edition under her name. Another edition in 1831 included Shelley's explanation of how the story came to be. The version is the one modern readers are most familiar with today. Now, the film world has created more than 60 movies or shorts put together on the theme of Frankenstein. Edison Studios produced its very first version of the film Frankenstein in 1910. According to some sources, the day is observed on August 30th in honor of Mary Shelley's birthday. Well, of course, how to observe it? Host a party, watch a movie featuring Frankenstein. Dress as Dr. Frankenstein or his monster. Find out who Frankenstein is on Frankenstein Friday. Draw your version, write a poem, write about it. Maybe you can even, as an author, write a different series, a separate backstory on, I don't know, Dr. Frankenstein's long-lost brother and how he grew up to be the scientist that he was and going through all of that too. You never know. You can find some cool stuff like that. Get some good inspirations. Or, of course, you want to do something delicious. You can bake some good cookies in the shape of Frankenstein's monster too. Always some good stuff there as well, of course. Host a party, play trivia, hand out prizes. Lots of different ways that you can celebrate today as well, too. So very, very cool. That is National Frankenstein Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Fish Fry Friday. And also Frankenstein Friday as well. Yeah, so that movie, it reminds me, Sleepy Hollow from 1999. I still have yet to watch the movie this year. I love it. Katrina Van Tassel, that's her name, played by Christina Ricci. Set in 1799, based on Washington Irving's classic tale, The Legends of Sleepy Hollow. Great movie, I love it. All those Tim Burton films, I love them. Just so cool. There's a certain tone, there's a certain vibe to it that just resonates with me. Always has too, since I was a little kid, since I discovered Tim Burton. It's just always kind of resonated with me. I don't know. There you go. So that's a day recognized, Frankenstein Day today, Frankenstein Friday, that you can check out there. I love the movie Frankenweenie as well, which is also a Tim Burton film. Today's also National Greasy Foods Day today. Hey to all of the people out there that, maybe you're on a diet, maybe you like to eat healthy foods. It is okay to treat yourself. Everything in moderation, right? And if you want to treat yourself to some greasy foods, well, here's an excuse for you. It is National Greasy Foods Day today, recognized today on October 25th. Although it's not the healthiest of choices, every once in a while, it's okay to enjoy some delicious greasy food. From fried chicken, pizza, nachos, and french fries to maybe some delicious juicy bacon and hash brown potatoes, we all like to treat ourselves on in our regular diet as well. Now, cooking oil types include olive oil, palm oil, there's soybean, canola, pumpkin oil, corn, sunflower, grapeseed, peanut. They've got a whole other long plethora of lists when it comes to different oils that are that can be made. Oil may be flavored with aromatic flavorings such as herbs, garlic, spices, and other things like that too. Now, here's the thing. Greasy foods can be prepared in healthier oils and with much less than average amounts of oil when used in cooking, making them much healthier choices as well, too. Now, for educators and homeschoolers, National Day Calendar tested an assignment in their own classroom and made the material ready for you to use. So if you want to check it out, you can find it under the classroom link on this particular subject here of National Greasy Foods Day. So they have that there too. There's a class that's been made here, kind of a little template for the teachers and educators out there if you want to check it out. And check out the food list there too, and tells you some of the instructions as well. So National Day Calendar not only, of course, presents to you what is happening, but also how you can be a part of it as well too, which is awesome. They go above and beyond with that. How can I make the fried foods I love healthier? Well, there's no denying it. They're loaded with unhealthy fats and calories. However, you can, of course, limit your intake, bake instead of fry, air frying by using a conventional oven as well. So there's lots of other ways too. But if you want to treat yourself, that's totally fine. Get yourself some good greasy foods today on National Greasy Foods Day today. If you also want to maybe pack in some of the carbs, it is National Breadstick Day today as well. The delicious goodness of dunkable pieces of warm and tender enjoyment is for you today on National Breadstick Day. Always good to have it, pair with a nice kind of Italian style of a soup, or to have it also with pasta as well. I do love the Olive Garden breadsticks as well. Very delicious, pretty good as well. I have to say, usually with breadsticks, they're all right the second day, but usually the first day when they're first made is always the best. Always the best to have those. Some recipes call for cheese in breadsticks. You can do that. You can have that option there as well. How to observe it? Well, eat some breadsticks. Sounds pretty good. Have a breadstick party. Sounds like a good plan. You can even pair it with some greasy foods if you'd like. And maybe have, Frankenstein Friday party. Hey, you know what you could do? Have a Frankenstein party, serve breadsticks, and kind of, have them as like wrapped mummies or something. And then also add some greasy foods in there as well today too. So there you go. The time is 11:45. I'm going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll touch base on a little bit more on some of the National Day Calendar options or events that are happening here, days that are recognized today. And then we'll also go through going through a bit on what's happening here in the area. Again, Halloween's coming up around the corner here too. So we'll try to touch base on that, tell you what's happening here, maybe some fun Halloween events, parties, sales, and more just around the corner here. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a little bit.
Microsoft has new computers that put AI first, this special category called Copilot Plus PCs. They have minimum specs plus a chip just for AI. The company unveiling the first Surface devices with the designation, powered by Qualcomm chips, not Intel. One notable AI feature is called Recall. It lets your computer remember everything you do so that you can find files, images, and websites later. More tech news tips on Rich on Tech.
Every Saturday from 1 to 4, right here on WRMN.
Be sure to catch the first shift weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. for important information like fire tips from Elgin Fire Chief Rob Sagan.
The thing in the winter that we're more concerned with is carbon monoxide, because that we don't get in the summer. That carbon monoxide issues occur because of heating equipment. Anything that burns natural gas, if it is faulty, can generate high levels of carbon monoxide, which in time can be fatal. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in your home. Every single year you will see somewhere in the country, and usually we'll get one or two in the Chicagoland area, where you'll see multiple fatalities in one home. You can't smell carbon monoxide, you can't taste carbon monoxide, you have no idea it's happening. And so it's critically important that you have the right detectors in your home.
It's the first shift weekday mornings at 6 a.m. with me, Marky B, right here on WRMN.
B-Lux Bar and Grill, Wisconsin Dells, is the quintessential American grill and bar with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. Belux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Looking to stay informed on the political issues that truly matter? I'm Dennis Sonar Green, inviting you to join me every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town, is where you'll find clear, balanced analysis of the day's biggest news. We dig into the headlines, cutting through the noise to deliver the facts and insights you need to stay informed. Whether you're deeply into politics or just want to understand what's going on, this show offers the depth and perspectives that matter. Tune in every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on WRMN and be part of the conversation that's shaping our community. Let's navigate today's political landscape together on A Political Talk Show, only on WRMN, the talk of the town.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the show so far. Happy Friday morning. We're still in the morning time here. We are getting closer, though, to the afternoon. What's in set motion here for the afternoon time, of course, is talking a little bit about some of the things that are coming up in the area, which, of course, I will also do as well. While time allows for the last couple of minutes of this segment here. And then we'll also go through into the later segment at the 12 o'clock hour as well, too. Don't forget, at 12:30 is our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in to the 847-931-1410 number. Or, of course, to also do it through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. 505-926-1410. 1410. So let's take a look here at some other days that are recognized today on October 25th. Today is World Pasta Day. Now, not too long ago, there was a Pasta Day, of course, but this is recognized as the World Pasta Day today. People have been eating pasta since at least 5000 BC. The delightful holiday was only established in 1995 when 40 pasta producers from around the world gathered together. They all gathered together to hold the globe's first World Pasta Congress. How cool is that? Since then, the world has joined forces each October to pay tribute to one of the most delicious and versatile foods known to man, whether you prefer rigatoni, angel hair, or maybe just a regular plate of pasta chole. I mean, there's a lot of different things. You'll definitely love this holiday too. So lots of great places to go to when it comes to some delicious pasta. And they've got some good history on here too of World Pasta Day. Now, we do know that dried pasta actually surged in popularity during the 14th and 15th century. This is again posted onto nationaltoday.com, mainly for its easy storage. It was easy to store because it dried up, of course. This allowed people to bring pasta along the ships when exploring the New World. It's also, of course, has a lot of carbs, so it's very filling, which is also why it also was popular too. It was something that could fill people up, even for those out there that were very poor as well during this time frame. Now, Hungary actually boasted a pasta factory in 1859, while central Italy's Buitoni company began churning out pasta a mere 8 years later. The trend moved into the present-day Czech Republic in 1884. You go down the line there, of course, being introduced into the New World. It blossomed in the U.S. during the late 19th century as well. The World Pasta Day holiday itself only recently began in 1995 when 40 pasta producers from around the world gathered to hold the first World Pasta Congress. So very cool. So that's been posted on there. If you want to check out more information, that's nationaltoday.com. Some other days also recognized. It's Bandana Day today too. So of course, wear your bandana nice and proud. And this is a way to celebrate people suffering from cancer and raising awareness to support all of those who wear the accessories. Recognized today on Bandana Day. Now, also recognized as well today, and thank you to my dad for sending me this link here. This is on what's happening in Elgin. If you swing by Royal Boulevard, they're actually having a table set up there. You can swing by and grab a pink drink in support of breast cancer awareness. That was posted by Alicia Grace on what's happening in Elgin. So if you scroll down the page, you'll be able to find this here. This is on Royal Boulevard. So I know exactly where this is, this house here on Royal Boulevard. You can grab a drink and support in support of breast cancer awareness. So that's really, really cool. If you want to check out more information on that, you can feel free to check it out on what's happening in Elgin, Elgin, Illinois, on their Facebook page. That information is posted on there too. So very cool that they're having that as well. Also lines up here with National Bandana Day in order to recognize those who are suffering from cancer as well here too. So some good days recognized today. This and more can be found on nationaltoday.com. Today's also Global Champagne Day today. So get a good, nice glass of champagne. Have a toast to a nice champagne. A sparkling wine originated and produced in the Champagne wine region of France. That's also recognized today, too. We also talked about it being Frankenstein Friday Day today. It is also International Artists Day for all of the spectacular artists out there. Very, very cool. It is also National Chucky Day today. You know who Chucky is, right? Do I need to show a picture of him? I think we all know who Chucky is. The iconic character from Child's Play franchise. And fans for all, of course, the slasher and horror films, especially for the fans of Chucky and all the movies he has appeared in as well, too. So, yeah, that is definitely a day recognized today, especially since Halloween is just around the corner. Yeah, I did see a couple people dressed up as Chucky at the Nightmare on Chicago Street event, too. So, a couple of those. You can check out more information, other things that are also recognized today as well. That is posted onto nationaltoday.com. We have a little bit of things here I wanted to mention as well here. Talking a little bit about some things happening within the area. Don't forget, Gobert's in Pingree Grove is still open. So they're still open until October 31st. So you still have some time to head on out. This is the Gobert's 2024 Fall Festival, still running now through till Thursday, October 31st. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Wednesday. And then Thursday through Sunday, it is 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So they have also expanded a lot too. They added a new playground. They added a new jungle gym. They expanded on a kids section where they have little houses. Well, not really houses, but they're it's like a little neighborhood. It's like a little city that the kids can go into. It's really cute. They've got like a little mini diner. They've got like a bank, things like that. Little store that the little kids can go into, kind of, pretend that they're in like an authentic diner, but it's shrunk into their size, which is pretty cute. So if you want to check that out, it's still available. Gobert's Pingree Grove Fall Festival. And they're open until October 31st. So coming around the corner here pretty soon. Now, the in-season admission is $19 on weekdays and $25 on weekends is when that is. And then children who are 2 and younger get in for free and do not need a ticket. Everyone 3 and older must have a ticket to enter the farm. Seniors 65 and older can purchase a senior ticket too. That's Gobert's Farm at 42, W813 Ranking Road in Pingree Grove. There's also, of course, the Gobert's Farm in South Barrington as well at West Higgins Road in South Barrington. And that does also run through till Halloween as well, too. So they're open on Halloween, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now through till October 30th daily, they're open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's for the South Barrington location for Gobitz Farm. So feel free to check out that information. It has been posted, of course, on their website, Facebook page, and also under exploreelginarea.com too. That's where you can find that. This does wrap it up here for the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned for more when we come back. We'll talk a little bit more about what's happening within the areas, bringing that, of course, to the front here, talking about that. And then also around 12:30 or so, we're going to be in our Tradio segment. So we'll talk about the Tradio segment, go through the Tradio announcements and callers that have called in within the past couple of weeks or so, and then continue on from there. We're taking you out to lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDIC.
If you can't decide on dinner, have everything. Golden Corral at 154 South Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale has an endless buffet with over 150 items to choose from. There's an unmatched variety of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, prepared fresh throughout the day. If you're craving something specific, call or check out their menu. Golden Corral rotates the buffet often. Golden Corral in Bloomingdale. They're the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Elgin School District U46 seeing a consistent decline in student enrollment for the 6th year in a row. The current count stands at 34,286, a drop of nearly 1.6% from the previous school year. In Naperville, a 35-year-old woman from Wheaton has lost her life in a car accident. The collision occurred late Wednesday night in the intersection of South Naper Boulevard and Hobson Road. Sarah A. Jelgerholz was maneuvering a 2020 Nissan Kick when it was struck by a 2023 Ford Bronco driven by a 17-year-old from Naperville. The accident remains under investigation. In Kane County, a concerning health alert has been issued for certain zip codes that have been identified as high-risk areas for lead exposure in children. These areas include parts of Aurora and Elgin, urging mandatory lead testing for children at ages 12 and 24 months and additional screening advised for those under the age of 6. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going, so I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22, scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's cash. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex styles. Offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's winds blowing across a fruited plain, and also your new fire pit, which subsequently sets your gazebo ablaze. It's hard-hitting football, and an even harder-hitting price estimate from your general contractor. That's a star-spangled bummer. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now,
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. On the NBA schedule tonight, the Bulls play their second game of the season at Milwaukee. The Bucks are 1-0. The Bulls coming off a season-opening 123-111 loss at New Orleans. NHL tonight, the Blackhawks are home against the Predators. The Hawks looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. Huge game tomorrow afternoon for number 20 Illinois football when they visit number 1 Oregon. The Ducks 7-0 on the season. Illinois 6-1. The Bears return to action with a road game this Sunday against the Commanders in the nation's capital, Chicago. 4-2 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak, but they're 0-2 on the road this season. At practice on Thursday, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon sat out practice. Meanwhile, Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels is questionable for Sunday's game after suffering a rib injury last week. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves. And earned Kohl's Cash. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance.
Michael Brown, former Undersecretary of Homeland Security and Director of FEMA, is your new full-time host of The Weekend, which airs every Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. right here on WRMN. Each week on the popular 3-hour program, Brown offers listeners a fresh take on the weekend talk with his provocative insights into current events, politics, and culture. So late in the day on Saturday, make it a point to catch The Weekend with Michael Brown right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410. Don't forget to join us every day for our Comfort Keepers feature. Comfort Keepers is a leading provider of in-home non-medical care for seniors and other adults in need of assistance with daily activities. Again, listen daily at 7:25 a.m. for our Comfort Keepers feature. And thanks for listening.
Welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We are here at the 12 o'clock hour, which means, of course, it's the afternoon. We have beautiful sunny skies outside today. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday afternoon so far. And hope you're enjoying the show. If you want to listen in, of course, we're available through, of course, the general AM 1410 dial. I say general, I mean to say, of course, the classic AM 1410 dial, of course, the old-fashioned way of doing it. And also available through our YouTube channel, youtube.com at WRMN Radio. You can keep up to date with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and also what's happening here on WRMN if you would like to subscribe to our channel and also give the video a like as well too. You can also, of course, view previously streamed and recorded streams that we have on YouTube. So you'll be able to find those too on youtube.com at WRMN Radio is where you'll be able to find that. Don't forget, you can also download our app, available, of course, for download through the Google Play Google Play site for Samsung users and also for The Google Play Store is what I meant to say. I said site. It is a website, but it's called the Google Play Store. For Samsung users, you use the online Radio Box radio player designed by the company known as Final Level. They designed that online Radio Box radio player. You'll be able to find it there too. Of course, you can also check it out through the App Store, which is available for download as well. That is WRMN Radio. You'll be able to find that through the App Store, of course. So WRMN1410.com is the website to go to. So let's take a look here and see what else we have coming up within the area of the Fox River Valley. Now, this is posted under what's happening in Elgin. Spots are filling up fast here. So if you're interested, there's going to be coming up November 2nd. It's going to be at the Life Zone 360. And it's a free soccer open house. So if you want to go to this open house, it's going to be a fun event to go to. This is the Soccer Recreational Program, and there is a registry that you can check out here. So make sure you register your kids to start their lifelong journey in learning how to learn and play the beautiful game of soccer. Yes. Now, why them? They say professional licensed coaches. Of course, you're getting that experience. Experience as well too. 1 hour practices, so you get the 1 hour of practices there. Beautiful facilities. You also get the best development program and also graduation to competitive programs and also fun practices as well too. So that's going to be coming up for boys and girls from ages 5 to 12 years old when November 2nd, and it's going to be at the Life Zone 360 Center. So if you would like to register for that, there's a QR code featured on their page. It's Soccer Recreational Program by Life Zone 360 Center at 999 West Main Street in West Dundee is where that is located. So feel free to check out that information that is posted on there. That is under what's happening in Elgin. And also check out what's happening in Geneva as well. Take a look at all of those upcoming events, whether you go through their Facebook page or also you go through their main website as well. They do have their trick-or-treating that will be, did that already happen? Oh, that was yesterday. Yesterday they had their downtown trick-or-treating, which was from 2 to 5 p.m. After that, the big one that they're going to be having is their Christmas walk coming up at 6 p.m. That'll be December 6th. So that'll be December 6th is when that's going to be happening. So you can check out more information on that or also view their Facebook page on things that are coming up pretty soon. You can also find here too, this Fox Valley Magazine did post about this. Furniture Friday brought to you by Trend and Relic. They're going to be offering a couple of local delivery options. Just ask the front desk. They have a great selection of furniture and decor for all the upcoming holidays as well. They're also going to be having a Jingle While You Mingle event coming up November 1st. That'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. And November 2nd and 3rd from 10 to 5 p.m. They're going to be having that event also coming up. Stop in and see them. There's lots to see, of course, as well too. Visit 50 small businesses in one day at Trend and Relic. So if you have any questions, of course, you can feel free to contact them. They're located at 1501 Indiana Avenue in St. Charles. That's where they are. That's where they're located. So very nice. Let's see here. Some other things as well, some weekend activities. We did mention here, of course, Gobert's Fall Festival. There's also some other places as well, too. There's the Sunny Acres Farm Fall Fest. They're open Tuesday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and then Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. That is the Sunny Acres Farm, Sunday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Tuesday through Thursday is when it is. Sunday through Wednesday is 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that's Sunny Acres. So they're going on until October 30th. It's their last day. Again, a couple of different places here when it comes to those local farms. They're going to be closing coming up October 30th, October 31st, around that time too. So we like to throw that in, present that information to you so that you know. So feel free to check that out. Sunnyacres.com. Sunnyacres.com is their website. Geneva Parks has a registry for the Halloween Heyday coming up 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, October 26th. That's coming up tomorrow at the Persinger Rec Center. That is at 3507 Caneville Road in Geneva. So that's also something that's happening here in Geneva. They're going to be offering games, science activities, costume contest, Halloween egg hunt. I've never heard of that before. And Halloween egg hunt. That sounds like fun. Entertainment, bounce houses, hay rides, weather permitting, of course, and more. This is for kids 14 and younger. The price for that is $11 and $13 in advance, $13 to $16 at the door. Now, I'm saying for kids 14 and younger, that's the pricing there. It does say free for adults. You can register at genevaparks.org. Again, that's genevaparks.org for more information. Also, something that's coming up here, and this is 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, October 26th, and 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, October 27th. It is Santa's Village Pumpkin Patch and Fall Festival. That's at 601 Dundee Avenue in East Dundee. The amusement park and petting zoo will be open along with pumpkin patches, friendly haunted houses, as well as family-friendly haunted houses. So nothing too scary. Seasonal food, sensory play area, and more. Tickets start at $28.99. You can find that information at santasvillagedundee.com. You can find that information posted onto there. Don't forget, you can check out permanent early and grace period voting locations as well in the Carpentersville as well as Elgin, just in general the Kane County area. You can go to the Kane County Clerk's Office, the Branch Court, or the Clerk's Aurora Satellite Office, Elgin Township Building, as well as Carpentersville Fire Station number 93, which is at 5000 Sleepy Hollow Road in Carpentersville. The Athletic Center in Aurora also has them available there too for the early and grace period voting as a location. Gale Boyden Public Library also does too, and they're going to be open until 5 p.m. So if you want to check that out, that's on the second floor is where you can go and do that too. So a couple good things that are posted out there as well. You can find this and more. Oh, this is coming up here. This is in St. Charles, a metaphysical event. All right, this is called a metaphysical event. Let's see what this is about here. This is coming up tomorrow at 12 p.m. In St. Charles. I want to read about this and see what they've got. So this is metaphysical. Come join them for an afternoon in the shop. This is at 1501 Indiana Avenue in St. Charles. That's where the shop is located, not too far away from Trend and Relic, where that location is, of course, too. So feel free to check that out. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It is Trend and Relic. I read it wrong. It is Trend and Relic. They're going to be having that. So they're going to be having some tarot card reading. They're going to be having some cool metaphysical gurus available for 15-minute sessions as well, too. They're going to be having specialty drinks, snacks, specials on crystals, and also gemstones as well, too. So check it out at magpieevents3.wordpress.com for more information. That's coming up tomorrow from 12 until 4. They're going to be featuring some guests there as well. They're going to be offering psychic tarot readings, Reiki session, and also crystal healers as well there too. So it's definitely very metaphysical. You can deep dive into, of course, maybe what you're expecting in life, or how to inspire yourself too in life as well. Those are important. It's important to find inspiration as well. And if that is a medium that you choose to use, of course, and you want to try it out, feel free to check out more information on their website and also on their Facebook page too, which again was posted onto what's happening in Charles. The time is 12:17. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros Restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as souvlaki and Grecian chicken. Slovakia shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com. Summer Lake House offers the ultimate waterfront family dining experience, complete with rustic summer-inspired decor and a menu that highlights simple, handcrafted dishes prepared with locally sourced ingredients. The Wisconsin-inspired Summer Lake House, where you can enjoy a laid-back, family-friendly vibe with delicious modern American cuisine and handcrafted cocktails. Don't just go out to eat, go outside to eat. Summer Lake House on Lake Delton. Bender Dental Care, located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Bender Dental wants everyone to be informed, appreciated, and cared for at all times. To prove it, they now offer a new patient exam for just $29. That includes consult, x-ray, exam, and cleaning. Let Bender Dental help you have healthy teeth and gums for a lifetime. Located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Visit benderdentalcare.com.
Dine out with family and friends at Nick's Pizza in Elgin or Crystal Lake. Nick serves up award-winning thin crust and Chicago-style pizza. Eat in or carry out. In addition to Nick's fabulous pizza, let Nick's cater your events with pizza, pasta, Italian beef, and other delicious offerings. Their big banquet rooms can accommodate all your event needs. So, for great pizza in a Northwoods, cabin-style atmosphere, bring family and friends to Nick's. Visit nickspizzapub.com.
Big opportunities don't wait for the winter meeting season. Stay in the know now with Compeer Financial's Agri-Mindset webinars, where industry experts bring you the latest in ag, and you don't have to leave the farm to listen in. Join us August 21st at 1 o'clock for an in-depth hour on navigating technology investments to benefit your farm in today's market. Sign up for Compeer's next Agri-Mindset webinar at compeer.com/register. Compeer Financial is an equal credit opportunity lender and provider. Copyright 2024. All rights reserved.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. Let's continue on here, talk a little bit more about some things coming up in the area. You want to go to some good performances, of course. Want to make sure I get the word out there for you so that you know some good places to go to. Of course, here on WRMN, AM 1410, telling you what are some awesome places to check out. And so stay tuned, of course. We'll talk a little bit more about this here and continue on. Now, of course, you can check out our website, WRMN1410.com. If you'd like to listen to us through our app, you can feel free to contact us through our app or through our website. Of course, you can listen to us through the app as well, too, and also watch us on YouTube if you'd like to do that as well, too. So taking a look here, we've got Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I did have Regan on yesterday. She's the costume, she works in management and costumes for the Christian Youth Theater. That's the CYT Chicago. And they're going to be performing Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat coming up tonight. That's tonight at the Hemmons Cultural Center at 45 Symphony Way in Elgin. And it's going to be a good show, of course. It's a wonderful story as well. Talking about, of course, Joseph and his dream coat does kind of touch base on subjects such as, you know, jealousy and greed and hope and faith. So it's definitely a very good story to be a part of, too, because when you're sitting there, you're also kind of immersing yourself. Well, you are immersing yourself in the story, too. So if you want to check out more information on that, that's posted on to exploreelginarea.com. It's also on their website, Tickets and more information can be found at cytchicago.org, cytchicago.org. They already did have their school day show earlier today at 9:30 a.m. They are going to be having their show coming up tonight at the Hemmons Cultural Center. That'll be at 7 p.m. And then Saturday, October 26th, they're having it at 2 p.m. for their matinee show. And then the 26th at 6 p.m. for their show as well. Ticket prices may vary by performance, but right now we have it here listed as $19 for the standard ticket price and $21 for the at-door price. So check out their website for more information, cytchicago.org for more info. So that has been posted onto there. Let's see some other things here. Old Town Inn is having a cool Halloween party coming up tonight. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Now, their location at Old Town Inn is located in Elgin at 412 Bluff City Boulevard in Elgin is where they are where they're located. The event will include a costume party, desserts, DJ, and more. You can check out the event organizer's website for all updates. The annual Halloween party is at the Old Town Inn in Elgin. And that's where it's going to be. So sounds like a good time. And that's going on till 2 a.m. in the morning. So that'll be 2 a.m. in the morning. That is a spirited party, costume contest, free dessert table, DJ, drink specials, and more too. That's Old Town Inn, including fun, food, and spirits. Pretty cool. You can also check out some other things as well. The Hampshire Township Park District's hosting Haunted Trail. Night of Horrors will be coming up tonight, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., so you can check out that information that's also posted on there as well, too. They've got that. It's at the Woods at the Racco Park, Park. And that is recommended for ages 10 and up due to graphic content. So tickets are $12 if you want to check out more information. Ticketsignup.io at the Haunted, on their website for the Haunted Trail is when that's going to be. The Haunted Trail, a night of horrors. So feel free to check that out. Located in Hampshire at 1363 Romkey Road in Hampshire. That's where it's going to be located. The Dark Hollows Haunted Hayride will also be coming up tonight from 7 to 10:30 p.m. And the attraction opens at 7 with the last entry at 10:30. This is recommended for kids ages 13 and up. Tickets can be found at TicketSpice.com under Dark Hollows. General admission is $25. Parking is for free. Now, if you would like the VIP parking, if it's going to tend to be a little bit more of a busier night, like on the weekends, of course, the VIP parking is $10. That's at Camp Big Timber is where that is. So feel free to check out that information posted there as well. If you want to check out the Elgin Community College Arts Center coming up tonight, it's no wings, no costumes, just the timeless classic songs that took 4 young lads from Liverpool and placed them into the history books as the greatest pop/rock band of all time. This is where you can join in with Jim Witter. The Long and Winding Road at ECC Arts Center. Going to be performing there coming up tonight at 7:30. So that'll be coming up at 7:30. Tickets are $42. Event details can be found at the ECC Arts Center section on their website, eccartscenter.org/tickets under their events details. So you can click on the events and see what's coming up there too. It does tell the pricing there and also a general information on, of course, the story as well. Or also the performance is what I meant to say, the performance. So the Arts Center box office, pardon me, is Building H, room H 143.03. That's where it is, the box office. When you walk into Building H, it is directly right to your right. You walk down a little bit of a hallway. I think they have a poster of the Wizard of Oz up there too. So that's pretty nice. So feel free to check that out. The songs and stories behind the music of John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Jim Witter performing The Long and Winding Road at Elgin Community College. So you can feel free to check out that information that's posted there. Bentley's Pet Stuff and Grooming in Algonquin is having a Halloween trick-or-treating event coming up tomorrow, October 26th at 1 p.m. Now, what they're doing here is they're going to be having that coming up. You can visit their Facebook page to find more information on that event. They're also going to be having there, too, this cool little trick-or-treating event and also photo sessions. So they are going to be having that Halloween pet photo booth that'll be coming up tomorrow through till the 31st is what they're going to be having. And for the dogs out there, free Boo Berry Popsicles. That's so cute. Check out more information and party with your pup coming up October 26th through till the 31st. Choose your favorite costume and visit their photo booth. Join them for a frightly fun time from October 26th through till October 31st. Capture spooky memories with your furry friend in their Halloween-themed photo booth. And of course, don't miss out on the Boo Berry Popsicles. Boo Berry Popsicles. Can't miss out on that, of course. So that's going to be coming up here at 1492 South Randall Road. Now, that's located in Algonquin. If you want to check out more information for Bentley's Pet Stuff, you can find it on their Facebook page, is where you can find it. That's 1492 South Randall Road. Not too far away from Trader Joe's, Half Price Books, as well as some other places. The Algonquin Area Public Library District is not too far away from there. On the Border Mexican Grill is also near there as well, too. So that's also going to be coming up. That should be fun. I mean, you get to party with the pets. The pets get to have a great time. You get to dress them up in costume. And you get to have feel a sense of community there too, with other puppies and other dog lovers out there too, and other pets. So that'll be coming up there. And then tonight at Rookies Rock House, they're going to be having a Midwest premiere Fleetwood Mac tribute called The Chain. Now, this is at Rookies Rock House in West Dundee. It's at 96 West Main Street. So they're in West Dundee. They're right kind of smack dab in the middle of West Dundee and East Dundee, right near the, right along the Fox River, right near the Village Squire, Bandito Barney's, Duke's Blues and Barbecues, all within that area. It is West Dundee. That is Rookies Rock House. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock is when it's going to be starting. So that should be a fun time for sure. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Stay tuned for more as we continue on. We'll officially then be in our Tradio segment. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in, or of course also to send your information to the Image 360 number at 505-926-1410. 505-926-1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit.
This is WRMN News.
I'm Marky B reporting. The man accused of a deadly stabbing in Elgin committed the attack because the victim was wearing the wrong color clothing, a Kane County prosecutor said at a court hearing Thursday. Assistant State's Attorney Mark Stajuhar provided details about the October 12th stabbing when he asked Kane County Judge Julia Yetter to deny pretrial release for 21-year-old Anderson Contreras. Thankfully, this time Yetter ruled that Contreras should remain in custody. He's charged with first-degree murder and aggravated battery in the death of Sunday Ogunjimi, 36 years old, of Elgin. Stajuhar said Contreras had asked Ogunjimi why he was wearing black and red clothes. Contreras later told police he belonged to a gang, and those colors were that of a rival gang. Ogunjimi was not in a gang and did not know Contreras, Stajuhar said. Yetter said, according to a police synopsis submitted to her, Contreras approached Ogunjimi and asked him for $1 and a beer. When Ogunjimi reached into the backpack for the beer, Contreras stabbed him with a kitchen knife that had a 3 to 5 inch blade. Contreras' lawyer, Assistant Public Defender Jacqueline Leader, said that since his arrest, Contreras has resumed taking prescription medication for an unspecified mental health condition. Leader said Contreras has family support and would agree to wear a GPS monitor and have electronic home monitoring if released. Stajuhar told the judge that no conditions could keep Contreras from being a danger to the public now. Referring to Contreras' arrest on September 28th, it happened after Contreras had been released from the Kane County Jail in St. Charles earlier in the day on a domestic battery case. A judge granted pretrial release that time, and as a result, on October the 12th, the murder occurred. I'm Marky B, and this is WRMN News on the Talk of the Town.
Produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
This is Larry Jones. and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400, and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
Go out for Chinese tonight at the China House, 1900 Sycamore Road in DeKalb. Enjoy a platter for two, which includes Shanghai shrimp rolls, beef teriyaki, crab rangoon, spare ribs, as well as chicken wings and shrimp. The China House also offers all Chinese favorites, as well as sushi and hibachi, plus American food and ice cream. Try seafood, beef, chicken, sushi, and more from their most popular buffet items. Let China House tempt your taste buds. Call 815-748-0032.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN. And of course, the multiple ringing of the bells means it's our Tradio segment. So if you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, please feel free to reach out to us here at 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410 is that number to dial. 847-931-1410. So again, feel free to contact us here live, of course, here on WRMN AM 1410. Don't forget, of course, also here too, that, oh my goodness, hang on a quick second here. Okay, there we go. That you can also email us. You can email me, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com if you would like to give your Tradio announcement that way, or also through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410. 505-926-1410 is that number there. So there you go. Let's see here some things that are coming up here when it comes to some Tradio announcements. We've got here the American Legion Post 57 is having their meat raffle, which is going to be coming up November 2nd. So it's going to be from 5 to 9 p.m. Now they're also having now for their lunch hour, their Friday fish fry, and then also their 4 to 7 meal as well too. So that's happening right now at American Legion Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street. Now, again, coming up November 2nd from 5 to 9, they're having their 16 raffles, featuring 16 raffles. And then at the halftime mark, they're going to be having turkey sandwiches that are going to be sold as well, too. They're $1 a piece, or you can get 6 of them for $5. So they're $1 a piece, or you can get 6 of them for $5. And there's several different arrangements there, too. So feel free to check out more information posted on their website, alelginpost57.com. Again, that's ALElginpost57.com. We have another Tradio caller here, Wood by Jeff, located in Elburn. He's got some free items for sale. He still has the garden stakes, and then also he still has the canning jars too. So those canning jars, they are glass. They're the old-fashioned canning jars. He also does have a lot of scrap wood pieces as well. He has a piece of a hand railing. He has shelving boards. He has concrete boards, solid wood. He also does have some walnut and oak lumbering that he is also looking to sell as well too. Now he also does have 4 window screens. They're adjustable. 2 are smaller and 2 are larger. He's looking to get rid of those for free. He also does have here too, he has 2 witch's brooms for free. So if you want to, of course, you know, if you want to get that, of course, as an option for like a nice costume party or decoration there too, you can feel free to check out that as well too. So again, that is Wood by Jeff, located in Elburn. So that's Wood by Jeff, located in Elburn there. He has that coming up pretty soon here. So there you go. That is Wood by Jeff. And then, of course, he is also still looking for a place. So he is still looking for a place for his shop. So if anyone's interested, please feel free, of course, to reach out to him if you'd like more information on that as well, too. That is, again, Wood by Jeff, located in Elburn. So feel free to reach out to him for more information. That number is, I'm sorry, hang on a second here. 630-365-9488. Again, that's 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. So again, that is for Wood by Jeff of Elburn. Another Tradio caller here that's called in is Antique Jim. Now, Antique Jim, he buys antiques. He buys some really cool antiques there, and he can buy all kinds of antiques as well, too. He pays cash, so he does have cash in hand there, too, so he's ready, set, ready to go. If you're interested in reaching out to him, that number is 847-414-7267. Again, that's 847-414-7267 is that number to dial. Let's see here. Another Tradio caller has 14 3-drawer filing cabinets. They're completely steel. The tops are rusted. There's a scrap metal as well. She's planning on giving those away for free. So if you want to reach out to her, that number is 630-267-5543. Again, that's 630-267-5543. Another Tradio caller here has the 1977 Corvette for sale. Does need a little bit of work, but hey, still runs pretty well. 5,000 or best offer. Located in Elgin, that number is 630-400-2730. Again, 630-400-2730. Another Tradio caller here, Maggie, has the DVD collections for sale, including a full set of the Mary Tyler Moore Show, as well as the Gilmore Girls collection, plus A Year in the Life, 4 seasons of the TV show Castle, and also Boston Legal. She also does have a nice Yamaha keyboard, too. Could be a good Christmas gift or holiday gift. Comes with a stand, instructions, all the good stuff that comes with it, $200. And then she also does have here 2 cemetery plots in Lakewood Cemetery in Elgin. Feel free to reach out to her. That number is 224-508-5532. Again, 224-508-5532 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here, Dave, calling in, has the janitorial cleaning cart for sale. It includes room for a mop, bucket, as well as cleaning supplies included, all in that too, for $50. Also has the little giant ladder system, pretty heavy duty there, and could be used on stairs as well too. It's also foldable. That is $150 or reasonable offer. That number to dial is 331-588-0493. Again, 331-588-0493. Another Tradio caller here. We've got Greg. So Greg is calling in here. He's got the bicycles that he's looking for. So he's looking for those old bicycles. They can be Schwinn bicycles. They can be bone shakers. They can be balloon tires as well, too. So a wide different range of different bicycles that he's looking for. And they can really be from the late 1800s to the 1950s, 60s, and or 70s. Yeah, those late 1800s bicycles are pretty cool, too. Have you seen those one-wheeler ones? Those are really, really cool. So he's looking for bicycles. This is Greg calling in here. Late 1800s to the 1950s, 60s, and or 70s for those bikes. The nice thing, too, is he's also looking for parts, pieces, and or accessories. They really can be in any condition. They don't have to be in the grandest of condition. As we know, of course, when it comes to vintage and antique items, sometimes you get that wear and tear there, and rust, but hey, that's okay. He's looking for those parts, pieces, and or accessories in any condition as well, too. Who knows? Someone out there maybe has a little bell that they can use that they're not using, and you're like, hey, Greg, there you go. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's or women's style watches, and also diver style watches as well, too. So those different types of watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he will pay top dollar for it. And in cash, he's got cash in hand, so very nice. If you're interested, too, he also does have for sale a 2003 Mustang. So this is a 2003 Mustang. It's got 81,000 miles on it. It's in the color charcoal gray with a nice leather interior, too. All new hydraulics, new brakes, new tires, etc. $6,500 is the asking price on this. So if anyone is interested, please feel free to reach out to Greg. That number is 847-884-6033. Again, that's 847-884-6033 is that number to dial. So feel free to take a look at that, of course, if you want to give him a call. So those are the Tradio callers that have called in. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention here, too, with Wood by Jeff. He also does have solar heating kit. He also does have mail sorters for free. You put them together. And then also has a Hobbit house. That's pretty cute. A nice little Hobbit house there. 630-365-9488. 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. The time is 12:44. What we're going to do is take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. Stay tuned.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
WRMN says thank you to all of our local veterans, like Jerry Christofferson of True Patriots Care.
We had the 1,700 flags up across from the wall. That's how many POWs and MIAs from Vietnam that are still missing. Plus, we do veterans and first responders funerals.
Yeah.
And so if you ever drive by a funeral home or a church or a cemetery and you see the flags, you know a soldier died today.
Go to TruePatriotsCare.com for more information. And veterans, thank you for your service to our country.
Beef Villa is a family-owned restaurant that has been in business for over 50 years. With homemade recipes made with quality ingredients, Beef Villa's great service and quality is served hot and fast. For the menu, catering locations, or for an application to join the Beef Villa team, visit beefvilla.com. Saturdays mean cruise nights, weather permitting, on Spring Street in South Elgin. Visit beefvilla.com. What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendik's Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit MilwaukeeZoo.org.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying the show so far. We've got about 10 minutes left here of Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. We're out to lunch. Stay tuned for more local programming coming up here in just a little bit. And again, you're listening to WRMN, AM 1410. Broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope everyone is enjoying their Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Of course, you can check out more information on our website, WRMN1410.com. That's WRMN1410.com is where you can find more information on our lineups, too. Especially if you want to listen in maybe on the weekend as well here, too. You can check that out. Let's see here. We're going to be doing. Oh yes. Tonight is the game. This is the Hampshire Whippers versus Crystal Lake Central. So that's going to be coming up here too. You can find information on that too. Let me go and find it. It's under maxpreps.com. So it's maxpreps.com. So what it is, it's Crystal Lake Central. It is the Hampshire Whippers versus the Crystal Lake Central. Hampshire Whippers 1-7 and Crystal Lake Central 2-6. So that is the game coming up here tonight at 7 o'clock at Hampshire High School. We're going to be covering here and looking forward to it. So that'll be from 7 until roughly 9 o'clock or so. If you want to check out more information on what is up next and also in the future, check out maxpreps.com. maxpreps.com. You can check out the different schedules, rosters, videos, standings, rankings, news, and more, all featured on there. So definitely good to take a look at that too. You can even check out the box score and the results as well from the past games. So good to take a look at that. More information on there. Very cool. Let's see here. We'll talk about some other things that are also happening within the area. So let me pull that up here. Got a couple different things coming up around the area. We have here Name Your Monster Halloween Improv Show at Side Street Studio Arts. This is coming up tonight, 8 to 9:30. So it's tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Tonight at 8 p.m., tomorrow at 8 p.m., and Sunday at 6 p.m. It's $15 per guest. And if you want to visit more information, you can visit their website, sidestreetstudioarts.org/tickets. You can find that information there too. You can join the Memoriam Development in celebrating the Halloween season with Name Your Monster, a brand reverse horror improv show. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Who knows what horrible things can happen when you create your very own master? You can check out more information at sidestreetstudioarts.org. In the backspace, they're at 15.5 Ziegler Court. Backspace is up a flight of stairs, so you have to climb some stairs to get up there. It's in the backspace area. So that is located here in Elgin, coming up tonight, 8 to 9:30, $15 per tickets. Check out sidestreetstudioarts.org/tickets for more information on that. It's a live Tix. Live Tix is what they call it. So feel free to check that out. All ticket sales close before the event. All sales are final, so they still have them open right now too, before the times actually start. So that is at Side Street Studio Arts. You can also check out any other things that are also coming up here. Weekly yoga class at Side Street Studio Arts. They've got what is this? Magnetic Field. A Magnetic Fields art show opening reception on November 1st. They got a couple different things lined up and ready for you to check out on their website. Very cool. Let's see some other things coming up here. The Great Hawthorne Hill Pumpkin Hunt. It's the Great Pumpkin. It's the Great Hawthorne Pumpkin Hunt. Hawthorne Hill Pumpkin Hunt. That'll be coming up tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that'll be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's fun for all ages, so anyone can come along and do some pumpkin hunting. Take home a tiny pumpkin and enjoy a campfire snack as well. There's going to be costumes encouraged. They encourage you to go all out and show off your costume. That'll be coming up tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Hawthorne Hill Nature Center. Residents, it's $5 for it's $5 for residents and $8 for non-residents. You can discover all of the hidden pumpkins along the trails. You can register at the Hawthorne Pumpkin Hunt. It's a so the website is bit.ly/Hawthorne Pumpkin Hunt is where you can get those tickets. So costumes are encouraged. That's at 28 Brookside Drive in Elgin. Some other things, of course, St. Sophia's Fall Greek Food Fest. Don't want to miss out on this, coming up here the 25th and 26th. So that is today. And it looks like it is happening currently right now. So you can visit more information at stsophia.com for more info. That's at 525 Church Road. It's a beautiful day for some great Greek food to have for dine-in or carry-out for their Fall Fest. So check out more information happening right now till 8 p.m. As well as tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. So that should be fun, relaxing, getting some good Greek food in. Oh my goodness, vendors. Purchase from some great vendors there too. Let's see. Some other ones here. We've got the Village of West Dundee. They're going to be having a fun Halloween party. This is at Graffelman Park. This is coming up here tomorrow, starting at noon. So it starts at noon tomorrow, and it's going to be going on until 3 o'clock. Now, what's going to be featured here includes wagon rides. You're also going to be able to have some scavenger hunt fun, pumpkin decorating, refreshments, Halloween dance. So you can dance the night away there too. Costume parade, crafts, maze. So there's a lot of good stuff there. So that is their Village of West Dundee Halloween party that you can check out. That's noon to 3 p.m. Saturday, October 26th. The event will include wagon rides, maze, and so much more. So also sounds like a lot of fun as well there too. Let's take a look here. We do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hey, how you doing, Matt? This is Downtown Jose. I just wanted to call and say I'm enjoying the show. I got a day off today at work and just enjoying the beautiful day and
nice.
Just enjoying the show. How's your mom and father doing?
They're doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. They're doing good.
How about Ryan? Everybody good with Ryan?
Yes, he's good too. I love the guy. He's my twin.
Yeah, he's your best buddy, man.
He is.
You guys got to look out for each other.
We sure do. Absolutely.
Yeah, but anyway, just hello, First Shifters, and enjoying the show, man. Keep doing your thing.
All right. Thanks again for calling in.
All right. God bless everybody. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye now. Very nice. Downtown Jose calling in here. Just wishing everybody a happy Friday. Asking how everyone's doing. That's awesome. Very nice. Beautiful sense of community there from him. Of course, there's many others out there too who are part of the community here in the Fox River Valley. You know, giving shout outs, being able to call in, being able to write, of course, through Facebook, and also giving messages through the Image 360 number as well, too. It's just all awesomeness all around. So thank you so much to everyone out there. We'll continue on here. Let's see what else we've got coming up here. The grand opening of the Day of the Dead exhibit at the Gail Borden Public Library is coming up tomorrow. So it is Hispanic Heritage Month. The 26th at 12:30 p.m. So that's tomorrow, and it's going on until 3. So this is coming up here. It is the grand opening Day of the Dead exhibit. Popular Mexican tradition honoring loved ones. Enjoy live music with Jose Diaz. Elgin Master Chorale is also going to be there too. Awesome. We just had them on not too long ago. Mark Thayer, as well as CEO of Elgin Symphony Orchestra. as well as some other conductors and cellists and more out there too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That'll be coming up here for Hispanic Heritage Month. That is the grand opening of the Day of the Dead exhibit. That's going to be at the Gail Borden Public Library. I know, of course, also the Skeleton Trot is also coming up pretty soon here as well, making it to the front page of gailborden.info. You can find that information posted on there too. Run, sponsor, and experience. This is the Skeleton Trot coming up November 2nd. So that's November 2nd. If you want to check out more information, that's at gailborden.info. Gailborden.info. Running for a good cause. Running for a good cause. Hopefully the weather will be pretty nice. Hopefully it'll be nice and sunny. You'll be set and ready to go. They're partnering to offer this 5K fundraising race, part of the November 2nd Dia de los Muertos event, including the 5K race followed by their Day of the Dead festival inside the library. So inside the library. And it's only 7 days until the race, so 1 week. We're a week away for that race there too. Keep in mind also, voting is still going to be happening. That day is going to be a little bit busier because of parking, because of the Skeleton Trot, so just want to throw that out there. If you were planning on voting on November 2nd, you'll still be able to do so. They're going to be having the walk starting at 8 a.m., or I'm sorry, the trot starting at 8 a.m., so again, parking might be a little bit more limited that day. So I'm just kind of giving you that little information warning there. So that's going to be coming up November 2nd. November 2nd. This does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying your show, the show here. And we'll be back again next Monday. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful rest of your day.